successful junior high?
Well, not really, but when we moved Jackson up, when Jackson was a seventh grader, we moved him up, and he got better as the year went on, and I'm hoping this time when we moved him up, it's going to work out better for us. We'll see how it goes. This sophomore class did not have a very good junior high season, but you put them with the class in front of them. It's always been that way here at Warren. It's always that one class that comes through. And our junior class is good, but the sophomore and high school class, senior high class, they're getting better. The senior class is just stayed out here and they've grinded. And I remember when they were ninth graders, it was not good, but hey, now they're seniors and we've kind of rallied around them we've just gotten better each year, and so hopefully that's going to continue this year and see what happens.
Stay tuned. We got final comments coming up here from Coach Embry when we return after this timeout.
Ever feel like your insurance agent was there to sell you auto insurance, but not there to service it? At Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help with auto insurance serviced by experienced agents who are there when you need them most. Call today for your free, no-obligation review for auto, home, and life insurance that's custom-tailored just for you.
In Bradley County, call your local Farm Bureau agent at 226-2649.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas, Inc. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
The Super Value Weekend Blowout Sale goes through Sunday, and you'll save when you shop at Super Value Foods. This weekend, find covered wagon sliced bacon sold in a 10-pound box, just $1.88 a pound. Lipton tea bags, 24-count box, just $1.98. Essential Everyday Vegetable Oil, a gallon jugs, only $9.98. And Kool-Aid or Country Time 19-ounce canisters, 2 for $5. Brine sliced bacon, 12-ounce package, 2 for $5. It's the Weekend Blowout Sale at Super Value Foods in Warren.
Let the Main Event Salon at 610 North Martin in Warren make you feel great about yourself and look good doing it. At Main Event, they do facials, manicures, pedicures, spa shampoo, massages, hair extensions, and the latest hair fashions. You'll find gifts by Merle Norman, Bobo, Myra, and beautiful jewelry. Call 226-6900 to make an appointment, and walk-ins are welcome. Feel great about yourself and look good doing it at Main Event.
Again, we're getting set for the Riceburgs to come to town tonight, non-conference game. But, Coach, we need to talk about your coaching staff. You had some come back this year, and, continuity is what builds a team and what builds a coaching staff.
Yeah, we got everybody back. We added one. Coach Watkins is dean of students now, but he also still coaches football. And then we added Matthew Gonzalez, who came in from Monticello. But, it is. We got everybody back, which is always good. And especially, on the offensive line, defensive line, that's always really big. And, you don't have to break in a new guy scheme-wise. So, really excited about that. And, I think our offensive line's came a long ways from January to now. And I think that's a lot to do with Coach Roberts. I think he's done an unreal job over the spring and over the summer. And now it's just going to take that out there to a game. Because we got some guys that's not played very many snaps. DeKendrick Burks, Alex Wardlaw, Race Frazier, Contravius Starks, Tristan Green. Them guys are all worked their tail off all summer. Now it's time to go put what they've done all summer on the football field.
Of course, you come into the season this year, the Lumberjacks, it's always been a wide-open offense. That's just been known for Coach Henry. We're going to throw the football, we're going to run it, we're going to throw it, we're going to throw it, and we're going to run it. But what do we expect to see out of the Lumberjacks this year?
We ain't through it in a while. We ain't through it like we want to since 16. We talked about that as a staff back in August. Last Friday night, we threw it 36 times in probably a half and 2 or 3 series. And we're going to throw it. Our best players are. Our best players are our skill guys, with Antonio Jordan, Cam Davis, Tremont Miller, DeAndre Thomas, and Trey Jack. And any of them 5 guys can take it to the house at any time. And, we're 4 wide again. That's, that's our primary offense. We've been in a 2-back look the last, since 2017. And we're back in the 4 wide outs that where we were for most of my career. So, it's been a little adjustment, going back to doing that again. But, the kids are excited about it. We got to be in great shape. And I don't know if we are with this kind of heat, but we'll see tonight. And, and anytime you can you can throw it and catch it, and you put your guys in one-on-one situations. It's fun for the guys, but also, we got a chance to put up some numbers.
Of course, special teams was a big concern coming into it. You got a new kicker.
Yeah, we do. Alan Juarez, a soccer guy, came out back in the early summer and was kicking and got a really, really strong leg. And I think he's going to get better and better as the year goes on. He's left-footed, and last week I think he put 3 or 4 in the end zone. And I think that's going to be more consistent as he feels comfortable and not as nervous out there, and gets it, gets the playing football out of his system. I think he'll just grow and grow and grow as the year goes on.
All right, Stuttgart, as you said in the beginning of the show, familiar opponent. What do they got?
They're Stuttgart. This is the 8th time we played them in the last 5 years, I think. It's just crazy how many times we've played Stuttgart, week 1 or week 0, and then again in week 12 or week 13. Last year we played them in week 1, they beat us 31-28, and we played them in the second, or I guess it was week 0 last year. They beat us 31-28 after we were up 28-10, and then we came back in the playoffs in the second round. We were able to beat them 62-24, 28, and then the year before, they come over here and we beat them in week 0, and then we end up beating them again in the playoffs. So that's just the 5th time in 3 years that we played them, and real familiar with them. We know that we're not going to fool each other. It's going to be, more of a, game plan. It's probably thrown out the window a little bit just because it's the week 0. And, obviously we know we're probably going to play each other down the road again. And it's about us getting better. That's what we talked about as a football team. I know Coach Price probably feels the same way, that it's about them getting better this week and working on them. And they're always going to be there at the end. They're going to be there, and it's always a good non-conference game where you're probably going to see a playoff team right off the bat.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck tonight. It's Warren and Stuttgart coming up for you here in just a few moments. For Coach Bo Embry, I'm Jimmy Sledge. Stay tuned. Lumberjack football is next. When you're involved in a vehicle accident, take it to James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin Street in Warren. James Glass and Body Shop has been in the auto body repair business longer than anybody else in town and can make your vehicle look like new again. James Glass and Body Shop is the full-service glass shop in Warren. They can custom-cut glass for home, business, and auto. For professional vehicle repair or custom-cut glass, stop by James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin Street in Warren.
Drew Memorial Health System in Monticello is proud to offer rehabilitation services for patients of all ages. The Drew Rehab Team provides physical, speech, and occupational therapy on an inpatient or outpatient basis and at home. The experienced staff treats pediatric patients, student-athletes, and adults recovering from injuries, stroke, or surgical procedures. The staff will keep you on track throughout your recovery process. Let the Drew Rehab Team help you maximize your functional potential. Close to home, choose Drew Memorial.
Legendary coach Paul Bear Bryant from Fordyce, Arkansas once said, "It's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to win that matters." Congratulations to all the players and coaches who have put in the hours in the summer, in the weight room, in the film room, and on the practice field. I'm Congressman Bruce Westerman, and I approve this message because high school athletics prepares for victories on and off the field.
Paid for by Westerman for Congress.
We're getting ready for
And a good evening.
Hello, this is Gary Hartness with Union Bank and Trust. Are you looking to get a loan for a car, truck, ATV, camper, tractor, or boat? If so, I can help you with fast closing times, competitive rates, and service after the loan that can't be beat. For over 135 years, Union Bank has helped the people of Monticello and Southeast Arkansas with their lending and banking needs. So stop by my office or call me at 870-460-6400 and let me show you how easy the lending process can be. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC, financing with approved credit.
And a good evening and welcome to Lumberjack Stadium. I'm Jimmy Sledge alongside is David King as we get set for the presentation of the colors. We'll probably take another break here just before we do that. But David, welcome back to the broadcast booth once again.
Once again, we're going to go at it. It's going to be a great game tonight.
Yeah, it ought to be. Like I say, these two teams, Coach Embry talked about, they've met 5 times in the last 2 years. It's just been something, and it's been a battle. Of course, the Lumberjacks came out on top last time we met in the playoffs. Pretty big.
Pretty big. I wouldn't be surprised to see Stuttgart again later in the year.
Yep, you're right. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this timeout.
Oh, Carl Lucky for Lucky's of Monticello. Have you noticed our shopping habits have changed a lot over the last few years. Step 1, grab the smartphone and research the product. Step 2, hit the Order Now button. Well, guess what? At AutoBuyLucky.com, you may use the same process for your next ride. At AutoBuyLucky.com, new or used, see all the pictures and equipment. Oh, yeah, and the prices. Shopping made easy for you at AutoBuyLucky.com.
When it comes to healthcare, I want the best. We all want the best doctors, the latest treatments. But what if you could have all that in a caring place close to home, where your support goes back into the community? Where can you find healthcare with that level of care? Bradley County Medical Center, hometown people taking care of our hometown. Just like you.
Jeff Wardlaw has spent the last decade protecting our way of life. Fight to bear arms, protecting the unborn, supporting our first responders, advocating economic development. Jeff Wardlaw, man of faith, family man, businessman. Re-elect Jeff Wardlaw, state representative. He knows and shares our values. Paid for by the Wardlaw Campaign. Schedule a tour and see the Bellevue Estate Healthcare and Rehabilitation Center in person for yourself. We would love to show you around and answer your question. Peace of mind comes when you know your loved one is in good hands. Whether you're looking for short-term, long-term, or private rehabilitation, Bellevue Estates at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello can provide the care you need. Just call 870-367-0044 for more information.
And the prayers going on.
Please keep everyone safe as they travel back home tonight, and all this we ask in Jesus Christ's name, amen.
Again, we get set for tonight's football game here as the Stuttgart Ricebirds come in, a non-conference game. And, David, I know you've done all the prelim and all the pregame work, so tell us all about Stuttgart.
All about Stuttgart. They lost a lot of kids last year from last year's football team. It was a good football team, you might add. What we're expecting tonight is the battle of the 9th grade quarterbacks. Stuttgart will start Kane Price, a 6', 250-pound 9th grader at quarterback. The Lumberjacks are going to start Jackson Denton, who is a
5'11",
150-pound freshman. So that's the battle set up. Offensively, last year, Stuttgart 9-3 on the year last year, finished second in their conference. Their head coach is Josh Price, who's 58-25 at Stuttgart. Their big weapon is Deontay Clark. He's 5'11", 170-pound junior. He rushed for 1,050 yards last year. He started. He was the starting quarterback against Warren in the opener. He was their leading receiver last year. The problem is, for Stuttgart, there's only one of him.
I was going to say, did he throw it to himself?
Probably. The season? But he is their biggest weapon on offense. They've got a very young offensive line. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Clark Watkins brings at him. Defensively, they're led by their leading tackler last year is Cade Coates, the middle linebacker, 5'11", 205-pound senior, and Nikhil Bradley, who is a 5'8", 220-pound defensive lineman. Other than that, they're pretty new.
Yeah. You know, and Coach Henry and I talked on the pregame show a minute ago. This team has more depth than he's ever had as a Lumberjack football team.
Yes.
There's nobody going, maybe one or two going both ways, and we won't see that very much here, especially in the non-conference games.
I don't expect to see it at all in non-conference. Maybe some in conference, but Coach Hembry likes to play as many as possible in the non-conference part of the schedule, because you never know when you're going to need some of them, and you want them to have the experience when they take the field.
The captains have made their way out to the center field, and those of you that were planning on tuning in and being about halftime now, we got the late start due to the excessive heat across Arkansas. So almost all of the games across the state started at least 30 minutes later than normal. Of course, our game here tonight is at 8 o'clock. Star City is hosting Bauxite tonight, and they're starting at 8 o'clock. Monticello hosting Fordyce tonight. They're starting at 8 o'clock. The other team that we cover, McGee, on our sister station, 103.1, they're not playing tonight. They had off night. This is their bye week, so they will not play tonight. They'll have a season opener next Friday. Stuttgart won the opening toss, elected to receive, so we'll see what Warren's defense and what Coach Watkins can dial up for the defense here this evening.
Of course, defensively, you're going to have a lot of new starters. You're going to miss Maddox Laster and Delfino Rivera, the two leading tacklers. But Neo Harding is back, and we watched him last year. He has a motor that does not quit. He runs sideline to sideline.
And he doesn't mind laying the leather either.
He does not. Offensively, we've mentioned you're starting the freshman quarterback. Trey Jackson's going to be your running back, 5'10", 180-pound senior. The receiving corps, Jimmy, there's colleges that wish they had this receiving corps. You got A.J. Jordan, Neandre Thomas, Jordan 6'3", Neandre 6'1", Cam Davis 6'1", Tremont Miller 5'9", and you better not forget about Irving Rivera sneaking down the middle of the football
You're exactly right. Warren's got a lot of weapons, and I'm sure Coach Embry and the coaching staff will try to get everything they can out of them this season. Hey, don't forget our friends at American Shifting Corporation, a proud sponsor of Lumberjack football once again this season. You know, they were founded back in 1971 and have grown to be the largest transmission and rear end rebuilder in the country on big trucks, dozers, road graders, you name it. They can do it all. Transmissions, clutches, rear ends, differentials, skidders, dozers, track hose. All you got to do is give them a call at 501-945-0878. They're located at 2101 East Broadway in North Little Rock, and they'll come get the parts, take them back up there to their shop, fix them, and bring them back to you. That's American Shifty Corporation. Number One Wash and Shine, another proud sponsor, been with us for a long time. Thomas Miller and his crew do a fantastic job. If you need your car cleaned up, just give them a call at 870-820-2171. That's Number One Wash and Shine right here in Warren.
Let me throw something at you real quick, Jimmy, to ponder on. Since Bo Hembry has been head coach, he is 14-3 against Stuttgart. Also, at home, he is 146-25.
He's always put up some big numbers, and I can go back to 2000, I guess, the first year that they played Stuttgart, at Stuttgart.
Yes.
When he was the head coach that year. All right. Our new kicker, Alan Juarez, will tee it up. They say he's got a strong leg, came over from soccer, and his first year of football, but we'll see how he matures throughout the season. Stuttgart will put one man back deep at the 10-yard line. This one is going to go and be into the end zone for an automatic touchback. As back deep for them was Deontay Clark. And the Ricebergs will start 1st and 10 for their opening drive. David, boy, you like to see that out of a high schooler, kick one into the end zone.
You know, Coach Hembry said that this kid could have the best legs since Brian Church.
So they'll start 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line in high school. On a touchback, you start at the 25. The freshman quarterback, Kane Price. Is that right?
Yes.
Kane Price will work out of the shotgun. They'll have one lone setback. They'll go with twin receivers to the left, one to the right, one to throw on first down. Looking down the middle of the field, has a man going to overthrow him.
Defensive back fell down.
Defending on the play there that was close enough to it was Cam Burks, but the ball was overthrown, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. And David, just to let our listeners know, the officials have the discrimination to use 5 official timeouts tonight. Okay, so we may see a lot of timeouts for the kids to hydrate.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that theory.
Price again out of the shotgun. Puts a man in motion to the near side of the field. Pitch it to him. Flags come in. They'll blow it dead. And it'll be an offsides called against Stuttgart. The Ricebirds are going to start second down again, this time behind the chains. It'll be second down and 15 for the Ricebirds. They'll mark it back to the 20-yard line. Just underway first quarter. If you want to tune in to the Star City Bauxite game, you can listen to our sister station, 99.9 KGPQ. Monticello's hosting Fordyce. You can listen to that broadcast on KHPM 93.7. Price one to throw, going deep down the left sideline. Throws it up in the air for grabs, and it's going to be incomplete out at midfield. Defending on the play was Traylon Jackson. He was there. The ball was catchable.
It was a catchable football, and I think Traylon got a hand on it after he came down.
So it'll bring up 3rd and long now for the Ricebirds here on the opening possession of the ball game. 3rd and 15 from their own 20-yard line. 11:45 left, 11:46 left to play in the opening quarter. Twin receivers will come wide right. Obvious passing down here for the Ricebirds. Warren will go with a 4-man front defensively. 4 linebackers. Price, straight drop, throws a wide receiver screen. Warren's got it covered up, and they'll drop him back at the 15-yard line. Pass complete to Quantarian Johnson, but the Lumberjacks weren't fooled, and coming up to make the play over there is going to be Tremont Miller. Is that right? No, number 9 for the Lumberjacks, Cam Davis.
Cam Davis.
So a loss of 5 on that play. It will be 4th down and 20 from their own 15-yard line. Antonio Jordan will go back deep for the Lumberjacks. He'll stand at the Riceburg 43, awaiting the punt. As the punter standing about his own 3, gets a good snap, kicks it toward the sideline, and shanks it. Warren's going to get great field position out of it. This one's going to go out of bounds. It hit up near the 35. And
that's where he's going to spot it.
That's where he'll spot it. And Coach Embry's arguing, hey, we need to get an angle on that because it went out of bounds in the air. And Coach Embry, I don't know if he's going to win this first argument of the season or not.
No.
Warren will still get excellent field position, though. 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard, or at the Riceburg 35-yard line. Antonio Jordan, along with Cam Davis, split wide right. 2 receivers come wide left. The freshman quarterback, Denton, out of the shotgun. Denton takes the snap, straight drop, wanting to throw, looking, has a man going down the field. It's up in the air, going to be incomplete. DeAndre Thomas, the intended receiver.
Kind of thought DeAndre gave up the route then if he'd have stayed on it.
He slowed down a little bit, and the ball was in the air. So Warren will look at 2nd down and 10 from the 35 of the Ricebirds. Your lone setback is Traylon Jackson. He'll line up in the pistol formation behind Denton. Jackson takes the snap, wide receiver screen, going to be complete out here. Tremont Miller. Miller across the 30 to the 25, going to be very close to the first down as he's bumped out of bounds. And they're making the stop for the Ricebirds. Coming up, it's going to be Dylan Duncan. And it's going to be a first down for the Lumberjacks. That first down is brought to you by Milton Insurance in Fordyce. For all your insurance need, give them a call at 352-2155. Milton Insurance in Fordyce. 1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Denton hands it off this time to Jackson. Jackson left side breaks a tackle to the 20, to the 15, hit and brought down from behind at the 10-yard line. How about that? First rush of the game and picks up 15 yards.
15 yards. One of the things we didn't mention in our pregame is up front you got Race Frazier, Terrence Robertson, and Bryson Harris, and Frazier's the lightweight. He weighs 260 pounds.
He plays left guard.
Yes.
All right, 1st and goal to go for the Lumberjacks from the 10. Denton takes the snap. Again, hands off. Jackson at the 5, runs over a man, still with his feet driving, fighting for the end zone, and they're going to gump him out of bounds at the 1. Wow. Great second effort by Trey Jackson. Took about 3 Riceburgs to stop him there. But they stop him at the 1. It'll be second and goal from the 1 now for Warren. With 10:09 left to play here in the opening quarter, Warren's first possession, and they're knocking on the door.
Jackson looks stronger and is hitting the hole quicker.
Jordan is at quarterback now. Antonio going to hand it off. Wow. And hitting the backfield, that was Jordan Ingram. Got smothered in the backfield.
Yes.
Nobody blocked up front on that play. It's a loss of 3 on the play. It'll be a third and goal from the 4. So Antonio Jordan, do we call that the Wild Jack?
Sounds good to me.
With Jordan in at quarterback, he's your wide receiver normally. In at running back now is Jordan Ingram. He's a senior, 5'11", 209. He'll line up in the pistol behind Jordan. 1 receiver on either side. Jordan wanting to throw, throws a jump ball up in the corner. It's caught. Complete touchdown, DeAndre Thomas. Perfect throw from Antonio Jordan. Right in the corner of the end zone, and the Lumberjacks are on the board with 9:22 left to play here in the opening quarter. All right, we'll see what Juarez has as a kicker. He's a left-footed kicker. His holder this season, and David, that's almost as important as Reese Cornish. He did the holding last year for the Lumberjacks. We wait this snap. It's down. The kick's on its way, and his first official field goal of the season is good. As extra point, Warren leads at 7-0. We're back in just a moment.
No matter the reason, you know you can score big savings at Ryburn Motor Company in Monticello. Ryburn has been serving their customers all over the ArcLaMiss without any penalties or tackling salespeople. Ryburn believes that it's the team that makes the difference, and we want you to experience the best today. Ryburn Motor Company, Highway 425 South in Monticello. Ryburn Motor Company, proud supporter of Warren Lumberjack football. Show your school spirit with a First State Bank Spirit Card. First State Bank offers instant issue Spirit debit cards for Warren, Hampton, and Hermitage School. No wait, no delay. 24/7 access to your funds. Show your school spirit with a First State Bank Spirit debit card from First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Call 226-2601 for more information.
Lumberjacks lead at 7-0. Juarez will kick this one. This one again will carry into the end zone. No chance at a run back. And once again, Stuttgart's going to start 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
Another good kick. That drive, 6 plays, 3 runs, 3 passes, took 1 minute and 37 seconds and covered 35 yards. And to make it 7-0 here, Warren's first possession.
Yep. I know you used to have the stat on how many times they scored on their first possession. They hadn't got it this year.
It's a new year.
All right, okay. All right, well, I'll let you go on that one.
It's a whole lot, though.
1st and 10 for the Ricebirds. Price going to pitch it back to his tailback. Warren swarms it back at the 19-yard line, and coming through to make the hit is Cody Weatherspoon. The 5'9", 158-pound junior playing defensive end, and David Warren. That defense is getting some penetration right now here in this first quarter. A loss of 4 on the play. They'll mark it back up at the 21, give us forward progress there. So it'll be 2nd and 14. Stuttgart will spread the field. They go with 4 receivers, 3 to the wide side. Now they move the slot, the back out of the backfield into the slot. So 4 receivers on the wide side of the field. Kane rolling to his left, looking down the field. No one to throw to. He's going to tuck it and run. He'll get it back up to about the original line of scrimmage, maybe the 26-yard line as he's run out of bounds over there by the Lumberjacks. And it looked like on the stop for Warren was J.D. Tillman.
One of those new linebackers.
You know, there's 12 seniors on this team, which is not a whole lot when you have 48 players out.
No. You know, we lost a lot of linebackers, but these kids, Tillman, Witherspoon, all of them, they've played a lot also.
3rd down and 10 for the Riceburgs. Warren showing blitz, and we're going to jump off sides. The Lumberjack got into the neutral zone, so we'll give them 5 yards. And it'll make it 3rd down and 5 for the Riceburgs. First penalty of the ball game against Warren. But, you know, when your defense has been playing like they have so far in this first quarter, David, you really don't mind seeing them jump off and get in the neutral zone.
They are extremely aggressive here early.
3rd and 5 now. Kane out of the shotgun, rolling to his right. Kane looking, throws into the flat. It's going to be caught out at the 38-yard line, and that's going to be good enough for a first down. Make it the 37-yard line. Making the catch out there was Deontay Clark. Coming up to make the stop, putting the first hit on him was Irvin Rivera. So the first down of the ball game for the Riceburgs. Warren leads at 7-0 here with 8:25 left to play in the opening quarter.
Who caught that football?
Number 4. Deontay Clark. 1st and 10 for the Riceburgs. Kane Price again out of the shotgun. One back beside him on the left. Going to hand it off to him right up the middle. Breaks through the line, the 40, 45, midfield, and finally brought down at the Lumberjack 49-yard line. Nice run up the middle there for the Riceburgs. Making the carry that time was number 11, Jawan Terry. And that'll move the chains again, so another first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. That's where his knee went down. They'll stay with triple receivers, wide to the left. One comes wide right. Ball on the right hash mark. Riceburg's moving from left to right here in the first quarter. Kane again is going to hand it off. This time Warren's hit him in the backfield. He'll struggle and get across midfield down to the Lumberjack 47-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. And this time on the carry was Jamarian Howard, I believe. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7 now for the Riceburgs. They stay in the spread. One lone setback. Your freshman quarterback calling the plays from behind the line. Okay, now they'll change it and swap over here. Doing audible. Play clock down to 7. Down to 4. They're going to get the play off. He wants to throw, looking going deep down the right sideline. Lumberjacks have got it in play and got to knock it down. Good coverage, David, and that's Cam Davis. He's just a junior, a 6 foot, 139-pound junior. Not very big, but long and lanky.
The fastest Lumberjack on the field.
And he had great inside position.
He did. He had great position.
3rd down and 7 now for the Riceburgs. So another obvious passing situation. Warren will show 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers. They'll drop 3 back in coverage. And 3rd down and 7 for the Riceburgs. Terry moves over to the right side of Price. Price wanting to throw. Forced out of the pocket, scrambling. Going to be stacked back at the 49 of Stuttgart. A loss of 4 on the play. And David getting up off the bottom of the pile. It looks like big number 74. That's Terrence Robinson.
Terrence Robinson.
6'4", 284-pound senior playing defensive tackle.
He's a big boy who's going to attract a lot of attention this year.
So 4th down, obvious punting situation. Antonio Jordan will go back deep for the Lumberjacks. He'll stand about the 20-yard line of Warren. 6:28 to play, first quarter, 7-0 Lumberjacks lead. Glad you're with us here on this muggy, hot Friday night to kick off Lumberjack football. Good snap. A low, wobbly kick away from Jordan. Will hit it to 25. Take a Riceburg roll inside the 20 to the 15, all the way down to the 13-yard line. And that's where Warren will have it 1st and 10. Again, American Shifty Corporation, a proud sponsor of Lumberjack football, and they've been in the big truck repair business longer than anybody else in the state, and they're the best in the country. So next time you have big truck transmission, clutch problems, or maybe your dozer or your skidders, give them a call at 501-945-0878. They'll be glad to take care of you. 1st and 10 Lumberjacks from their own 13. Jackson Denton fakes it inside, throws a screen outside, complete at the 20, out to the 25, and going to be out over the 27-yard line, and that is going to be Tremont Miller. on the catch and run, and that's good for another Milton Insurance first down. They're located at 314 Spring Street in Fordyce. For all your home, auto, life, and renter's insurance, give them a call, 352-2155. First and 10, Lumberjacks. Denton again. Play action. Throws. This one's a little underthrown, intended for Tremont again. He was going down to his knees to get to it, David, and just couldn't hold on.
Just couldn't hold on, could he?
Second down and 10 now for Warren. Clock will stop with 5:58 left to play here in the first quarter. Warren leading 7-0. Pretty good crowd on hand for this first home opener to be as hot as it is.
To be as hot as it is, yes.
Glad you're with us on the radio or possibly on the live stream. We want to thank the East class for providing a live stream for those of you who live out of town. Denton, again, steps up, throws complete out over the 30. To the 35, still on his feet, and finally going to be brought down at the 36-yard line. And that's going to be Cam Davis, I believe, on the catch that time. Yep, Cam Davis makes the catch. Going to be about a yard shy of the first down. So it's going to bring up a third down and 1. Third and 1. Clock will continue to run. 5:28 left to play, opening quarter. 7-0. Lumberjacks lead their second possession of the ball game. Handoff goes up the middle. That's Trey Jackson. He's going to get it close to the first down marker, but I believe he's just a little shy. Hope they say it is good for another Milton Insurance first down.
And first down, that's what Stuttgart was looking for, but the offensive line got just enough push, and Jackson lowered his shoulder and picked it up.
First and 10, Lumberjacks. Ball spotted at their own 37. Remember, this drive started at their own 13. Whistle will blow, and they'll call the play dead, and Warren's going to be offside.
Motion.
A little motion. So for the first time in this ball game, Warren will start behind the chains, and it'll be first and 15.
That's one of Coach Hembry's biggest pet peeves.
They'll spot it back at the 32-yard line. First and 15. Warren trip receivers come wide left. One goes wide right. That's Antonio Jordan out there. He's in man-to-man coverage unless somebody comes over from the top. Denton, straight drop, looking down the middle of the field. Underthrows his intended receiver, who was wide open.
I think Denton got in too big of a hurry.
He threw off his back foot.
Because he was in such a hurry.
He never set up to throw it. And that thing, we'll see him grow a lot this season.
Trying to figure out who I need to talk to about getting that break for the turn.
Second down and 15 for the Lumberjacks. Clock stopped with 5:11 left to go. Coach Embry calling the play in from the sideline. Trip receivers stay wide left. That'll be the wide side of the field. Denton on second and 15. Straight drop. Steps up under pressure. Scrambles. Gets away from it. Now heaves one down the field. It's up for grabs. And going to be incomplete.
Oh, he had a man there.
DeAndre Thomas was coming under it. And then you had Cam Davis. And David, I thought there was going to be a collision between the two.
It did favor that.
But,
Denton, nimble afoot, wasn't he?
He did a good job avoiding the pressure and came out of the pocket, made a throw. It wasn't a very pretty throw, but he had a man open.
He got the football there.
Third down and 15 now for the Lumberjacks. This drive started at their own 13-yard line. It's the second possession of the ball game. Warren leading 7-0 with just over 5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. An official timeout called on the field. And while they do that, we'll take a break with them. We'll be back with more Lumberjack football in just a moment.
Know that Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren has all your electrical, plumbing, hardware, and building needs, but they also have all the feed you need for all your animals. That's right. Johnson's Hardware has a complete line of feed for chickens, goats, cows, pigs, horses, you name it. They've got it all. And don't forget, they're your one-stop shop for all your plumbing, electrical, and building supply needs. That's Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren. Go by and check it out. If they don't have it, you don't need it.
You might not be a celebrity, but you still can be a star. South Arkansas College in El Dorado gives you the opportunity to learn, grow, and succeed in an environment where you are treated as the important person you are. The star in our logo is a reminder of what you mean to us. South Arkansas College in El Dorado, a place where you can shine. Visit southark.edu/info.
5:01 left to play here in the opening quarter. Warren leading 7-0. Lumberjacks on their second possession of the ball game, looking at 3rd down and 15 from their own 32-yard line. They started this drive at their own 13. Empty backfield and 5 wide now for the Lumberjacks. Denton straight drop. Jackson looks over the middle, throws, going to be in and out of the hands of Traylon Jackson, who is dragging across the middle of the field. And David, I bet Trey Jackson wishes he could have that one back.
Yes, and if the offensive line had gave Denton another second, it would have been completed.
4th and 15, first punt of the year for the Lumberjacks, and I think Antonio Jordan handles the punting duties for the Lumberjacks. He did most of the season last year. Deontay Clark will go back deep for Stuttgart, as Jordan, he'll get the snap at his own 20, so we'll look for maybe a 30, 40-yard punt out of him, hopefully. Left-footed kicker and a high boomer. He's going to drive Deontay all the way back to the 20. He touched the football. He gets a hold of it at the 15, and Warren almost came up with a loose football.
Boy, you talk about swapping into the football field. That punt did it.
Yeah, well, I was looking for maybe a 30-yard punt, but that came from the 32 and goes all the way to the 15. So what is that, 35, 45, a 40, 53-yard punt.
53-yard punt.
Stuttgart will start inside their own 20. 1st and 10 at their own 15 with 4:54 to play here in the first quarter. Warren leading 7-0. All right, the freshman quarterback stays in for the Riceburgs. It's Kane Price. He's got one back in the backfield. They go with twin receivers here to the wide side, ball on the left hash mark. Again, Riceburg's moving from north to south here at Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium, from left to right. Price hands it off to his tailback. He's across the 15 and then going to be gang tackled out around the 18-yard line. Warren does a good job to stop him there after a short gain of 3 on the play. And I see you talked about him some on our pregame show. DeAndre Thomas, I believe. No. Neo Harding, that's who I wanted to say. He's in on the stop. 2nd down and 7 now for the Riceburgs. Price one to throw. Pumps to the left, looking, waiting. In trouble now, forced out of the pocket, and he's going to scramble and be run out of bounds over around the original line of scrimmage, or at the 17-yard line. So no gain on the play. And again, Neil Harding in on the stop for the Lumberjacks. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Riceburgs. This time they'll go with trip receivers wide right. One goes wide left. Empty backfield. Price looking at an obvious passing situation. Lumberjacks will rush 4. Linebackers drop back into the coverage. Price rolling to his right. Warren giving chase. He steps up, fires into the sideline. Going to be incomplete. Ball was underthrown, but coming hard was DeAndre Thomas, the defender for Warren. And I'm not sure the receiver didn't hear footsteps coming up the back of his neck.
Back of him too, yeah.
So Warren's defense does another great job. They will force Stuttgart to punt once again. And David, anytime you can force the other team to punt inside their own 10,
you've done well.
Your defense has done a fantastic job. Antonio Jordan's going to go back deep for Warren. He'll stand up close to the Riceburg 45. So far, the punter for Stuttgart has kicked away from Antonio Jordan.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah. And he's going to do it again, but Antonio's going to try to chase this one down. He'll pick it up on one bounce, fumbles it, but picks it up and falls forward to the 46 of the Riceburgs. Antonio wanted to return it so bad he had to chase it down way over to the left. Finally got a hand on it and then fell forward. Warren with a 7-0 lead, just under 4 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. Fordyce is leading Monticello 7-6 right now. Warren, 1st and 10 from the Riceburg, 46-yard line. Denton out of the shotgun, high snap, pulls it down, throws a wide receiver screen, complete out here to DeAndre Thomas. Thomas breaks a tackle at the 40 to the 35 and finally ridden out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. Another Milton Insurance first down for all your home, auto, and life insurance. Go see them, Patrick Milton or Skip Milton at Milton Insurance, 314 North Spring Street in Fordyce. So first down from the 30-yard line now for the Lumberjacks. Warren leads 7-0. Trip receivers go wide right. Denton can leave it with Jackson. Trey cuts back against the grain. He's at the 30, the 25, all the way down close to the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 on the play for Traylon Jackson.
He made 2 nice moves in there. Stop, start.
He's 5'10", 171, a senior. He saw plenty of time at running back last year.
And the year before. And it shows.
So 2nd down and 2 now for the Lumberjacks. Ball spotted at the Riceburg 22. Again, handoff Jackson. This time he's met in the backfield, a missed block, and that allowed the defensive tackle there, big number 62. That is Nikhil Bradley. He is 12.
We talked about him.
He's 5'7", 210, and he met Jackson all the way back at the 27-yard line. So it's going to be a loss of 5 on the play. And it'll bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and 7. So Warren can get a first down at the 20. You have to think we're in 4-down territory here.
Yes.
Leading 7-0 with 2:28 to play in the opening quarter. Warren will stay in the spread. Trip receivers go wide right. Jordan splits wide left. Denton, straight drop back. Jackson throws it up down the sideline. A one-handed catch made and out of bounds. Touchdown. Oh, my. DeAndre Thomas with a circus catch of one hand. That's a little comeback route. The receiver's running as wide as he can. It's intentionally underthrown. The receiver has to stop to come back for it. Somehow Thomas goes up with one hand, makes the catch, tiptoes down the sideline and into the end zone.
That was pretty. And it shows how strong Thomas is, too. He just flat out muscled people.
Cornish will hold. Juarez will attempt the extra point. As Juarez gets set, we wait to snap. Cornish says he's ready. Snaps down, goes through the hands of Cornish. Cornish going to pick it up and going to be tackled back at the 15-yard line. The extra point's no good. So with 2:12 to play in the quarter, it's 13-0. Lumberjacks on top. We're back in just a moment.
Hardwood Flooring in Monticello and sister companies Washita Hardwood Flooring and Townsend Flooring in Warren are proud to sponsor this Lumberjack football game. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring understand the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following the Lumberjacks right here and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring and wishing them the best. Do you want access to your money at the touch of a button? Warren Bank and Trust Company has 6 ATM locations to serve you. At the West Warren Bank, Warren Motor Bank, the Hermitage Bank, inside Bradley County Medical Center, Super Value Foods, and the Mad Butcher. You can also enjoy 24-hour convenience with their internet banking at www.warrenbanktrust.com. Service at your fingertips with Warren Bank and Trust Company. Member, Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. Member, FDIC.
2:12 left to play in the opening quarter. Lumberjacks have got a 13-0 lead, and David, it all has got to go back to the defense. They've set the offense up with great field position.
Set them up with great field position, timely hits, just everything. The defense is setting the table for the offense.
Juarez will tee it up. He's kicked 2 into the end zone so far. Another high kick. This one, again, will carry into the end zone for no chance at a return. And, David, that young man might have a future in kicking the football.
Maybe. Maybe if he could get his range a little further out. But, yeah, he is doing a heck of a job.
All three kickoffs have gone into the end zone. No chance at a return.
Special teams, best friend.
So the Riceburgs will start once again from their own 25-yard line. Kane Price, the freshman, stays at quarterback. They'll go with an empty backfield. Twin receivers wide right. A tight end, though, to the short side of the field with an H-back. Kane calling for a man to come in motion. He will. Fake it to him. Rolls to his left. Looking. Goes in the flat, and it's going to be underthrown. And I'll tell you what, if it had been on target, I think the Lumberjacks were going to be intercepted.
Yes.
And that was Cody Weatherspoon. He broke on the football. And it's just a good thing for the freshman quarterback from Stuttgart that he didn't have it on the money.
He got lucky also that the pressure forced that bad throw.
Second down and 10 now for Stuttgart. From their own 25-yard line, Warren leads 13-0. Warren has scored on 2 of their 3 possessions here in the first quarter. This will be the 3rd possession for the Riceburgs. Price again, straight drop. Has time this time. Steps up, heaves it as far as he can down the field. He's going to overthrow everybody. As pass intended down there for Deontay Clark, but he had 2 Lumberjacks back there in coverage.
And he was not open.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for Stuttgart.
Stuttgart keeps having problems with long 3rd downs. It's hard to keep moving the chains when you're looking at 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12.
They'll go with twin receivers wide left. A tight end set to the right side. 1 back in the backfield. Price rolling to his left. Short side of the field, running out of turf. Throws it down the sideline and going to throw it out of bounds. It'll be picked off, but out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
And that was Cam Burks who came up with the football, but it was out of bounds. So 3 and out for Stuttgart. They'll be forced to punt it away again. There's your defense, David, once again.
Standing up tall.
With 1:51 left to play. And again, Stuttgart hadn't taken much time off the clock either.
No.
With the pass, incomplete passes. All right, Jordan will go back deep once again for the Lumberjacks. The punter is Julius Gaither. Gaither gets the snap at the 15. High, wobbly kick, going to be short. It'll hit at midfield, take a Riceburg roll across midfield to the 45, down to the 42-yard line, and that's where Warren will start 1st and 10.
AJ wanted it bad, but thought better of it.
It was too high and too short.
Yeah.
For him to make a play on it. But Warren will have 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line with
Great
a minute
field
40.
Position.
Yeah, once again. As the offense will come out onto the field. You got big 74, Terrence Robinson on the offensive line. Alex Wardlaw's out there. You got Race Frazier. And also Bryson Harris. There's your up front 4. Twin receivers on either side. Denton, straight drop. Now flags are going to come in. They're going to have an offsides call against the Lumberjacks.
Warren's 3rd penalty of the night for 15 yards. Matter of fact, all 3 of them have been...
Had 2 on the offense and 1 on the defense, yep. So they'll mark it back to the 37. It'll be 1st and 15, but the last time Warren started behind the chains, we didn't get the 1st down, had to punt it away. Denton again wanting to throw, steps up in the pocket, looking, finally throws it deep down the field, looking for Jordan. Flags come in as a defender ran up his back.
Ran up his back that time, yeah.
And defending on the play was Deontay Clark. That's only the 2nd time that they have targeted Antonio tonight. Yeah. The other time it was a short pass. This time he was running a post pattern down the middle of the field. So pass interference against the defense. David, there may be a flag up here. No, I thought there was one up close to the line of scrimmage. It's not. So that'll be good by penalty for another Milton Insurance 1st down. As that'll move it all the way up to the 48-yard line of Stuttgart. We still got a minute 31 left to play here in the opening quarter. Warren leading 13-0. This is Warren's fourth possession of the ball game.
8-yard line.
Then hands off to Jackson. Jackson cuts back to his right, breaks the tackle, and gets tripped up and falls forward to the 44-yard line.
He was close to a lot of yards that time.
Just a shoestring tackle brought him down. So about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. Checking out the ball game, Contravius Starks. 5'9", 314 pounds. He's going to get a breather, David. He's going to come off that offensive line. Get a little breather. 2nd down and 5 for Warren. Then straight drop, looking, throwing deep, has a man wide open at the 15, complete at the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Cam Davis with the catch and the run. How about that? A 43-yard strike from the freshman quarterback, Jackson Denton. But, David, there wasn't anybody within 15 yards, some broken down coverage for the Riceburgs. Number 1, Wash and Shine. You need your car cleaned up, your boat, your truck. They'll wash it all. They'll pick up and deliver as well. Give them a call at 820-2171. Too hot to get out there and wash your own car. Just give Thomas Miller and his crew a call.
That ain't no lie.
We're going for 2. Jackson throws into the end zone. It's good. 2-point conversion is good, and making the catch is Tremont Miller. Warren goes up 21-0 with 43 seconds to go in the quarter. We're back after this timeout.
Company, located at 3400 Junction City Highway in El Dorado, is proud to serve their great customers all through the ARCLA Mess. With locations in El Dorado, Crossan, and Warren, Sewell Oil Company is just a phone call away at 881-9300. Check out our new location at 1401 East Church Street in Warren, or call 870-466-4166. Check us out at SewellOils.com. Sewell Oil, a proud sponsor of Warren Lumberjacks football.
Ever feel like your insurance agent was there to sell you auto insurance, but not there to service it? At Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help with auto insurance serviced by experienced agents who are there when you need them most. Call today for your free, no-obligation review for auto, home, and life insurance that's custom-tailored just for you.
In Bradley County, call your local Farm Bureau agent at 226-2649.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
21-0. The Lumberjacks lead it. 43 seconds remain here in the opening quarter. Another kickoff by Juarez into the end zone. Stuttgart will start once again from their own 25. We might have just spotted at the 25. Not even kick it off. But David Warren had a little bit further to go that time, and they started behind the chain, so they overcame a penalty to start that drive and then go on to score.
And they scored on the least amount of plays they've ran in a possession.
Okay. Covered more ground. One play, though, was 42 yards, right?
Yes.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Riceburgs from their own 25. Warren leading 21-0. Warren stays in a 4-man front defensively, and Warren's going to jump into the neutral zone. Big Terrence Robertson. So that'll move it out to the 30. It'll be 1st and 5 now for the Riceburgs, and for the first time, we'll see a team huddle. You don't see that much anymore.
No, you don't see that anymore.
Even in high school. They'll break the huddle, send twin receivers wide to the right. Almost a slot. Price throwing. Throws complete on a quick slant pattern out over the 35 to the 40. Going to make it to the 42-yard line. And making the catch out there is number 6, Jamario Horde. Made the catch. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for the Riceburgs. I think it's like maybe the 3rd first down of the game.
Yes.
Yes, this may be the final play of the first quarter with Warren leading 21-0. Twin receivers again come wide to the right. Ball on the left hash mark. Price. Empty backfield now. Throws it complete in the flat. And add it to the 30, 45. And a hard hit over there. Coming up to make the hit over there for the Lumberjacks. Is that 15 or 16? Lewis Woods, number 15. Well, I mean, he laid some leather.
He laid some leather then.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Our score, Warren 21, Stuttgart nothing. We'll be back right after this timeout.
The Super Value Weekend Blowout Sale through Sunday and save on your grocery bills. Oscar Mayer Lunchables, 6 10-ounce box, 2 for $5. Kraft Mayo, 30-ounce jar, 2 for $5. Fresh green cabbage is just 48 cents a pound. Tyson breaded chicken, 24 to 38-ounce package, just $4.98. All Pepsi products have 24-pack cans, just $9.98. It's all at Super Value Foods during the Super Value Weekend Blowout Sale through Sunday. Are you needing some new furniture? Main Event Furniture in Warren at 610 North Market Street in Warren has just received lots of new items and furniture accent pieces from market. You'll find name brands like Mayo and Best made right here in the USA. Ashley, Serenity Sleep Mattresses, Avenue Home and 49 West. They're open Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 12. Or by appointment only after hours and deliveries available. Just go by Main Event Furniture, 610 North Martin, or call 226-6511.
Back here at Lumberjack Stadium, Warren has a 21-0 lead. Warren scored on 3 of their 4 possessions in the first quarter, David. You know, with Coach Embry's style of football over the years, we expect them to have at least 8 possessions in a ball game. Now we already had 4 in the first quarter.
So Warren's rushed for 32, threw for 128, 160 total yards first quarter. Stuttgart's ran for 20, thrown for 22, 42 yards.
Yeah, we talked about that defense there in the first quarter. It's 2nd down and 7, or 2nd down and 6, make it for Stuttgart from their own 46. Price wanting to throw. The screen over the middle is going to be complete at the midfield. Breaks a tackle inside Lumberjack territory all the way down to the Warren 42-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Riceburgs, as making the catch was Kevon Conway. And David, that offensive line let Warren's defense get suckered in. They threw the screen over the middle, and he had a lot of room to run.
Sometimes that's the best play you could run when you've got as active a defensive front as Warren has.
1st and 10 for the Riceburgs at the Lumberjack 42-yard line. Came Price again. Puts a man in motion. His H-back going to hand it off to the back in the backfield. He's hit and going to be dropped for a yard loss. Wow. Coming up, that's going to be J.D. Tillman. He came across the line, David, just like a linebacker supposed to.
Read the play, field came across, laid the leather.
Carrying the ball that time was Kevon Conway.
Holding on the defense, on the offense. So back it up.
Just underway, 2nd.
So they mark off the 5 yards, 10 yards.
Yeah.
Want to take the penalty instead of the play. It would have been 2nd down and 11. Now it's going to be 1st and 20. 1st and 20. That'll put it back on the Riceburg side of midfield, back at the 48-yard line. Just underway, 2nd quarter. It is 21-0. Lumberjacks on top here in the season opener. Next week, we're on the road and travel to Whitehall. On 1st and 20, Price rolling to his right, trying to buy some time, looking to the sideline, throws. It is going to be caught inside Lumberjack territory at the 46-yard line. And, David, that's a pretty tight route over there on the sideline.
Yes.
A good route and a good throw there. Deontay Clark making the catch. So it'll be 2nd down and 14 now for the Riceburgs. Ball at the Lumberjack 46-yard line. A couple of players defensively checking out. A couple of new ones checking in for Warren. So 2nd down and 14. Price, empty backfield as he puts his back in motion. Looking to the right, throwing deep down the sideline. Has it open at the 20, to the 15, down to the 13-yard line. And that was the back out of the backfield that went in motion. Kevon Conway.
Yeah.
And he just ran a wheel route down the sideline, and Warren, the safety, didn't come back up.
Did not come back up, no.
So another first down for the Riceburgs as they'll knock on the door down at the 12-yard line. Warren leading 21-0. 11:01 left to play here in the second quarter. Ball's on the right hash mark. They go with a tight end set to the right, H-back, and one receiver to that side. Price hands off again. That's Conway. Conway this time hit at the line. He may get a yard out of it down to the 11. And then Warren's going to gain tackle him there. As we'll call it a gain of a yard. It'll be second down and 9. But it's a short yard.
Yeah, real short yard.
So second and 9. Ball spotted at the 11. Conway stays in at the running back spot. Price, your quarterback, looking, throws it in the corner. The alley-oop pass up is going to be in and out of the hands of his intended receiver in the right-hand corner. And it'll fall incomplete and bring up third and 9 now for Stuttgart. As Trey Jackson is going to check in defensively, coming out, it's going to be Tremont Miller. Third down and 9 from the 11. They can get a first down inside the 2-yard line. Conway stays at the running back. Twin receivers come wide left. Warren a 4-man front defensively. On third and 9, Price rolling to his left. Flags come in and a procedure call against the Riceburgs. And David, there you go, boy. There they are down knocking on the door. Looking at third and long. Now it's going to be third and longer.
That's a killer.
So it'll be third and 14. So mark it back out to the 16-yard line. With 10:07 to play here in the first half, Warren leading 21-0. This ball game is, 45 minutes old, and we've got 10 minutes left to go in the first half. All right. Price, again, goes empty backfield. Price straight drop, looking down the middle, has his tight end. It's going to be incomplete. Nice defensive play. As the receiver, he took a lick, David.
He did.
He's a tight end. He's number 13, and that is Ross Atkinson.
And he took a shot.
And I want to say, was it number 5?
I think you're right.
That made the hit on him? Yeah.
Aaron Davis.
He got there just about the same time the ball did. And they're going to come out, and the trainers and coaches are going to come out and check on the player.
They're going to have to. He didn't get up.
It'll bring up a fourth down and 14. Oh, boy. When your safety comes up and plays through a man like that, number 13, he is the tight end, 6'2", 165 pounds, what he's listed in the program. It looks bigger than that from up here.
Davis is 5'10", 141.
Yeah. All right, 4th and 14. Stuttgart will go to attempt a field goal. This will be a 33-yard attempt from the right hash mark.
During warm-ups, he had the leg.
The kicker is Dawson McElvey. He's a left-footed kicker, so the right hash mark is in his favor. And now Stuttgart having trouble getting the right personnel out on the field. Warren leading 21-0. As we await the snap. The left-footed kicker, soccer style, high snap. They get it down. The kick's on its way. It's long enough, but it's wide right. No good. So Warren's defense keeps the shutout alive here in the first half, leading 21-0. And the Lumberjacks are going to get the football back. And David, you got to, again, I'm going to praise the defense because Stuttgart was on the move, got it inside the 15, and then Warren's defense stiffened up.
Stiffened up and said, no.
So Warren will get it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. You know, I never understood that in high school football.
Right.
You can kick one into the end zone, you get it at the 25. You can kick it out of bounds, you get it at the 35.
Yeah.
But a missed field goal, you only get it at the 20. Why don't you get it from where it was kicked from, which would have been the 22?
Makes sense, but...
Oh, write the rules.
That's rules.
All right. 1st and 10, Lumberjacks. Trey Jackson will stay in at running back. Twin receivers go wide left. Twins come wide right. Denton steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle. It's going to be underthrown.
But it was catchable football.
It was down about the knees of the intended receiver there, DeAndre Thomas. But when you're thinking about catching and running the football, those are hard to catch.
Those are hard to catch. You are correct.
21-0, Lumberjacks on top. Been all worn here in the first half so far. 2nd down and 10 from their own 20. Denton, straight drop again, throws over the middle again. This one a little bit behind and low, intended for Tremont Miller. Just a little bit behind the intended receiver. You can see Tremont, he's coming back to the huddle, and he's telling Denton, hey, settle down.
Yeah, it's all right.
So 3rd down and 10 now for the Lumberjacks. Antonio Jordan along with Cam Davis come wide to the right. DeAndre Thomas and Tremont Miller go wide left. 3rd and 10. Denton, pressure coming. Denton in trouble. Avoids the sack there. He's going to run it himself. Out over the 20. Out to the 25. Picks up a block. He's out to the close to the 29. Going to be a yard shy of the 1st down.
Nice scramble.
Nice. They had the pressure coming right up the middle. And Denton ends up picking up 9. He'll be a yard shy of the 1st down. And we'll see what Coach Embry decides to do here with a 21-0 lead, 9:17 to go in the first half.
I think we're going to line up. We're going to show going for it. Now, do we?
Antonio Jordan's going to be at the quarterback spot. The running back now is Jordan Ingram. It's 4th and 1 from their own 29. Jordan gets the snap. He's got the 1st down. He's across the 30 out to the 36-yard line. He just got in behind that big offensive line, David, and also you had a tight end that time in there. Number 18, Irvin Rivera. Frazier was on that side. And they just pushed the whole pile forward.
They did. But you got to go back. Jackson Denton set that up with his scramble.
So Jackson back in at the quarterback spot. Jackson Denton, the freshman. Twin receivers on either side. Wanting to throw again. Has time. Now forced out of the pocket. Rolling right. Fires into the sideline. Caught at the 40. Breaks away at the midfield. The 40. The 30. Down the sideline. Does he stay in bounds?
Yes.
Touchdown Lumberjacks. Oh, my. Cam Davis again. And David, anytime you can get these talented receivers, and now this is early in the season, but you can get them out there and let them go one-on-one, 9 times out of 10, they're going to beat the defender.
Yes, they're going to be. Cam Davis outran the man with the angle. Did you notice that?
Wow. Warren goes up 27-0 with 8:40 to play. Bauxite leading Star City 10-0 at the moment. All right, here we go with the extra point for Juarez. Riley will hold. Last snap went through the hands of Riley. He gets this one down. The kick is on its way, and it is good. 28-0 Lumberjacks on top. 8:40 to play in the half. We're back in just a moment.
Body Shop, 441 North Martin in Warren, is one of the oldest body shops in Warren, so it makes sense when you need vehicle damage repair that they're the place to go. Using top-of-the-line replacement parts, professionals, James Glass and Body Shop can restore your vehicle to tip-top condition. And James Glass and Body Shop is the only full-service glass shop in Warren. They custom-cut glass for home, business, and auto. So the next time you need professional vehicle repair or custom-cut glass, stop by James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin in Warren, or call 226-3130.
Drew Memorial Health System in Monticello is proud to offer rehabilitation services for patients of all ages. The Drew Rehab Rehab Team provides physical, speech, and occupational therapy on an inpatient or outpatient basis and at home. The experienced staff treats pediatric patients, student athletes, and adults recovering from injuries, stroke, or surgical procedures. The staff will keep you on track throughout your recovery process. Let the Drew Rehab Team help you maximize your functional potential. Close to home. Choose Drew Memorial.
Back here at Lumberjack Stadium, the Lumberjacks are on top 28-0. And David, another big passing play for the Lumberjacks.
Yes, that drive, 5 plays, a minute 15, took 80. It went 80 yards total. After the missed field goal, spotted at the 20, 46-yard.
28-0, Lumberjacks on top. Juarez will kick it off once again. This one is going to hit at the 2, go into the end zone, no chance at a return. And once again, they'll start at their own 25-yard line. American Shifting Corporation, proud sponsor of Lumberjack football again this season. You know, they work all over the state, in several states actually, but they are the biggest truck, transmission, and rear-end builder in the country. And they're the best. They get you back on the road or back in the woods quicker than anybody else. So if you're in the logging business or the trucking business, you need to give them a call at 501-945-0878. They're located at 2101 East Broadway in North Little Rock. That's American Shifting Corporation.
You expect to see Stuttgart just throwing the football right now.
Price, straight drop. They throw the screen again. It's complete. Out over the 25 to the 30. Will be tackled from behind. Out near the 35-yard line. Got to be close to the first down.
Going to be awful close.
As they'll mark it. They'll say it's a first down for the Riceburgs. That's been their most effective play.
Yes.
That's twice they've run it, and both times it's had good success. 1st and 10, Riceburgs now at their own 35-yard line. Warren leading 28-0. Twin receivers make it 5 receivers. 3 on one side, 2 on the other. Price alone. Looking, throws a quick hitch out in the flat, and it's almost picked off. They're going to be incomplete. Boy, coming up hard over there for the Lumberjacks was DeAndre Thomas. David, he got a hand on it, but just couldn't pull it in.
He smelled it, just couldn't get there.
It'll be 2nd down and 10. The clock will stop with 7:55 to play. This reminds me of games of old. Both teams throwing the football.
Let's just throw it
60 times a game. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 10. Again, empty backfield for the Riceburgs. 5 wide. Price pumps, rolling to his right. Warren giving chase. He'll dump it across the middle. It's complete at the 45. The midfield to the Lumberjack 40. And finally going to be run down from behind by DeAndre Thomas. That'll be a big game. Probably the longest of the night for the Riceburgs. And I believe it was number 2 made the catch, wasn't it? Keon Conway. As shaken up on the play for Warren. Looks like Cam Davis is. No, that's not Cam. Number 8. That's going to be Cam Burks. Shaking up on the play. He'll come off the field. They'll tend to him on the sideline. Hopefully it's nothing serious. 1st and 10 Riceburgs, David, though, but their longest play from scrimmage.
Yes.
On the night. It'll be at the Lumberjack 36-yard line. Clark, or Kane Price, a quarterback. He'll have one lone setback in the backfield with him this time. Trip receivers go wide right. And now Warren going to jump off sides.
Off sides on the. Okay, now. First they said.
Yeah, that was. Coming across was Jordan Ingram.
If you're going to be off sides, you might as well just follow through with it.
So it'll be 1st and 5. They mark it down at the Lumberjack 31-yard line. Would it be first and 5 for the Riceburgs here with 7:35 left to play in the first half. 28-0, Warren on top.
These are some important possessions for Stuttgart. They're behind by 28 points. Here in the second quarter, we know what happens
In the second half.
In the second half, if this happens.
Again, they throw a wide receiver screen. It's complete to Conway. He's going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to be dropped for a loss all the way back to the 35-yard line where they mark his forward progress. So a loss of 4 on the play. And coming up to make the stop was Cody Weatherspoon. He's a junior, 5'9", 158 pounds, playing that left corner over there. So it'll be second down and 9 after the loss of 4. Stuttgart will stay in the spread, though, with trip receivers to the short side. Ball on the right hash mark. One receiver over here in man-to-man coverage. Put Conway in motion. Price wanting to throw. Throws down here in single coverage. Throws it up for grabs. It's going to be incomplete. As intended down there for Jamarian Horde.
Look who it was on the coverage. Number 7.
Number 7, that is Belize Fellows.
A name that...
A sophomore.
A name that could stand out from future, from years past, didn't it?
Yep. Fellows, third down and 9. Roshan, you can't do him?
That's his daddy.
Okay, there we go. Third down and 9 for the Riceburgs. From the Lumberjack, 35-yard line. Warren's held him to a shutout so far. Price, the screen pass again, complete over the middle to Conway. Conway gets it to the 29, and that's all. He's going to be well short of the first down. Nice open field tackle over there by the Lumberjacks. And I'm trying to see, that's Irvin Rivera, I believe. Nope. 18, yeah, Irvin Rivera. I'm right.
They got to go for it.
Yes, fourth down, 4th and 3. Need to get to the 26 for the first down. Ball's on the 29, so 4th and 3. They spread the field with trip receivers wide left. Now they'll change the play at the line of scrimmage as Price makes the audible. Warren cheats up on the line. They want to throw. Wide receiver screen. Going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks the tackle. Got the first down and more inside the 20 to the 21-yard line. And he got hit hard. That was Belize Fellows, but Belize didn't wrap him up.
He got blocked about the time he hit him, too, so there wasn't a whole lot to wrap up.
So wait a minute. There's a flag. Sideline warning against Warren.
The get-back flag.
So no penalty. It'll be a first down for the Riceburgs at the Lumberjack 20-yard line.
Who caught that football?
Number 6, which is Jamarian Horde. First and 10, Riceburgs. Price, quick pitch, goes back to Conway. Warren giving chase, got him corralled. They'll drop him for a 2-yard, made a 3-yard loss. Yep, a 3-yard loss on the play. Warren had the containment out there. Great job by the outside corner coming up. DeAndre Thomas turned it inside. The pursuit was there to clean it up.
There.
So a loss of 3. It'll be second down and 13. As we've got 5:12 left to go in the first half. Warren leading 28-0. They go with a bunch set to the right, the short side. Now Stuttgart's going to call a timeout. With that, we'll take it with them. 28-0. Lumberjacks lead it. We're back with more Lumberjack football in a moment.
1887, the average wage in the United States was 13 cents an hour, and milk cost just 28 cents per gallon. That same year, Union Bank opened its doors for business. This is Randy Rawls with Union Bank. A lot has changed over the past 135 years, but one thing that hasn't changed is our commitment to you, our customers, and our community to provide fast, friendly service for all your banking needs. So call me at 226-2035 or come by one of our many convenient locations and let us show you why we've been in business for so many years. Union Bank, growing with you for over 135 years. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hello, Carl Lucky, the Luckies of Monticello. Have you noticed our shopping habits have changed a lot over the last few years? Step 1, grab the smartphone and research the product. Step 2, hit the Order Now button. Well, guess what? At AutoBuyLucky.com, you may use the same process for your next ride. At AutoBuyLucky.com, new or used, see all the pictures and equipment. Oh, yeah, and the prices. Shopping made easy for you at AutoBuyLucky.com.
28-0 Lumberjacks lead. Stuttgart looking at second down and 13 from the Warren 21-yard line. They go with a bunch set to the right. Little play action, rolling left. Price heaves it toward the end zone. It's going to be tipped and incomplete. Getting a hand on it was Neandre Thomas, but David, it almost went into the hands of the receiver.
It almost went in the hands of the receiver.
But it'll fall harmlessly into the end zone, incomplete, and it'll be 3rd down and 13 now for the Riceburgs. That stops the clock with 4:55 left to play. Here in the first half, Warren leading 28-0. Trip receivers come wide left. Conway stays in at the running back. Price, your quarterback. Now they'll change the audible at the line of scrimmage. As Price, now a timeout called by Stuttgart again. While they do that, we'll keep it right here. Remind you that our friends at Number One Wash and Shine, 820-2171. If you need your car cleaned up, give them a call. They do a wash job. They do a complete detail. They can do cars, trucks, big trucks, boats, ATVs, side-by-sides, and they do offer pickup and delivery. So just give them a call. They'll come pick your car up, bring it back to you all nice and shiny and clean. Like I said earlier, it's too hot to get out and wash your own car. Let them wash it. Give them a call. It's Number One Wash and Shine at 820-2171. And we also want to say thank you to Milton Insurance, our first down sponsor this year. Milton Insurance, located at 314 North Spring Street in Fordyce, for home, auto, life, renters, commercial. It doesn't matter what kind of insurance you need. They can take care of you. And just give them a call at 870-352-2155. That's Patrick and Skip Milton. Milton Insurance in Fordyce. And I need to say thank you to Dr. Kerry Pennington. Helps us out on our broadcast as well. Big supporter of Lumberjack football. Has been for many, 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 many years. Back to the action, 3rd down and 13. Stuttgart has used 2 of their timeouts. They only have 1 remaining. Empty backfield and 5 wide. Price rolling to his left. Looking downfield. Price throws now into a crowd. Going to be caught inside the 10, down at the 6-yard, make it the 7-yard line. And nice catch and a nice read by the freshman quarterback.
Yeah.
And David, that's not an easy throw to make. He's right-handed, rolling to his left. Had to throw across his body. Making the catch was number 7, Quantarian Johnson. And this Riceburg team, David, they've got a lot of weapons as well. That's about the 5th different receiver he's thrown to today.
Yes, it is.
It'll be 1st and goal to go for the Riceburgs. Ball at the 7-yard line of Warren. This will be the 2nd time they've made it inside the 15 here in the first half. Play clock down to 3. Rice rolling to his right. Stops, throws short, going to be incomplete. As DeAndre Clark was the intended receiver. Ball's a little high, but he had footsteps coming from behind as well. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 7. 4:42 to play here in the first half. 28-0. Lumberjacks trying to preserve that goose egg if they can.
Stuttgart has thrown the football 25 times so far.
They'll shift a bunch set to the left short side of the field. You got a tight end, 3 H-backs, and they pitch it to Conway. Conway strips his way through, and he's into the end zone. From 7 yards out, Conway, Deontay Clark make it. No, it's Conway.
Conway.
Into the end zone, and the Riceburgs are on the board with 4:35 to play here in the half.
A nifty piece of running.
Yep. But, boy, they overloaded that side of the field, David. They moved that bunch set over. Had 2 receivers there, like 2 tight ends and an H-back, and just had more people there than Warren could pick up. Snaps down. The kick's going to be on its way, and this one is good. So 28-7. Warren still leads. 4:35 to play in the half. We're back in just a moment.
Hello, Carl Lucky, the Luckies of Monticello. Have you noticed our shopping habits have changed a lot over the last few years? Step 1, grab the smartphone and research the product. Step 2, hit the Order Now button. Well, guess what? At AutoBuyLucky.com, you may use the same process for your next ride. That's AutoBuyLucky.com, new or used. See all the pictures and equipment. Oh, yeah, and the prices. Shopping made easy for you at AutoBuyLucky.com.
What's the best thing about your car? I mean, it's nice if it looks great and has plenty of power, but the best part is it gets you where you need to go. It's the same way with Bradley County Medical Center. Sure, it's a building filled with amazing technology, but more important, it's a place that takes us from illness to wellness. It's reliable transportation on the road to recovery. It's something to think about May 6th through the 12th as facilities across the country celebrate National Hospital Week. At Bradley County Medical Center, we are hometown people taking care of our hometown.
Back here at Lumberjack Stadium, Warren still leads 28-7, but David, that's got to give Stuttgart a little life here before halftime.
Yes, I think it will.
As this will be the first time they have kicked off to the Lumberjacks, so we'll see how Warren's return team has done. Specialty teams have been good so far tonight. A high kick going to be fielded at the 19 by DeAndre Thomas. Thomas comes across the field, gets out over the 25 to the 30, and he's going to be upended out at the 32-yard line. And that's where Warren will start 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. You take away the time Warren started at their own 13, this will be their second worst field position of the night.
Yes. Stuttgart's drive, 11 plays, 4 minutes, 5 seconds to go 80 yards.
And a pretty nice run to finish it off by Conway. All right, 1st and 10, Lumberjacks. Warren leading 28-7. 4:27 remaining. Warren has all 3 timeouts left. Jackson Denton wanting to throw. Throws complete. Antonio Jordan, he's got it. Sidesteps a man at the 40, out to the 45. Midfield, breaks a tackle, still down the sideline, and finally bumped out of bounds down at the 30-yard line of Stuttgart.
You've got to tackle these receivers. They don't just fall down.
That's another Milton Insurance of Fordyce first down. For all your insurance needs, give them a call at 352-2155. 1st and 10, Lumberjacks at the 30 of Stuttgart. Trip receivers go wide left. Warren quickly back up, hands off Trey Jackson. Jackson stiff arms a man to the line of scrimmage, breaks a tackle to the 30, stumbles forward. Ball is loose on the ground, and there's a scramble for it at the 15-yard line. A flag came in as well at the end of the play, but I don't know who's going to come up with this as they unpile.
Could be anybody's. I kind of thought Stuttgart had first.
Stuttgart says they have it.
Had first shot at it.
And that'll be the first turnover of the ball game by either team. As Jackson coughed it up, and the Riceburgs have recovered down at their own 15.
Is that a flag, or did the official?
Was that his beanbag?
That the official grabbed the wrong thing. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. They mark it at the 16-yard line. So Stuttgart, after a successful 80-yard drive, now forces the first turnover of the ball game, but they get it back at their own 16-yard line with 4:07 to go in the half and only 1 timeout to work with. Warren leading 28-7. Kane Price, your sophomore or freshman quarterback. They stay in the bunch set. This time they've shifted again to the short side of the field. Price wanting to throw. Has time. Throws it over the middle. Wide receiver. It's a form of the jailbreak screen pass. It's complete out over the 16, out to about the 17. A short gain on the play. Warren's defense read it pretty well.
Yeah, that fooled nobody.
A gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. They mark it out to the 18-yard line. As we get set to start, when we start the second half, Warren's going to get the football to start the third quarter. So we'll see how that works out. But right now, Warren's defense needs to arise to the occasion here. On 2nd and 8, Price airs one down the left right sideline, throws it up. It is going to be caught out over the 45 and down out at the 48-yard line. And great coverage by the Lumberjacks, as that was Traylon Jackson on the coverage. The receiver just went up a little taller than he did and came down with it. All the way out to the Lumberjack 49-yard line. Quickly, Stuttgart back to the line. Snap the ball, hand it off to Conway. He's hitting the backfield. This time he's going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss by Jordan Ingram. Be a loss of a yard on the play. Jordan coming from the defensive end. 2nd down and 11 now for the Riceburgs. Clock continues to run. We go under 3 minutes. Stuttgart has 1 timeout remaining here before half. Warren has 3. They spread the field with trip receivers wide left. Price on 2nd and 11. Keeps it himself on the quarterback keeper. He's across midfield down to the Lumberjack 44-yard line. That'll be a gain of 8 on the play. There's a late flag. Comes in after the play was dead.
Lumberjack and Riceburg over there, who got caught? Both of them done something. Now you got to ask who got caught.
The ball is going to be spotted right now at the 44-yard line of Warren. It would bring up a 3rd down and 3 if it's offsetting penalties.
Yeah, that's the favorite call. Call it on both. And
if that's what it is, unsportsmanlike conduct call. We'll see. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against the defense. We'll mark off the penalty against Warren. So somebody said something or did something.
Did something, you don't know.
That's going to mark it all the way down to the Lumberjack 29-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Riceburgs. This drive started at their own 16 with just over 4 minutes left to go in the half. And the Riceburgs are knocking on the door. Price again out of the shotgun. Warren leading 28-7. He hands off. That's a new back. That's going to be Dwan Terry, and he is hit. And I mean hit hard. Coming up to make the hit on him, Lewis Woods.
And he laid the wood, didn't he?
He brought the wood. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Clock continues to roll. 2:10 left to play here in the half. Warren leading 28-7. Stuttgart not in any hurry, it doesn't look like, with only 1 timeout remaining. Price again out of the shotgun. Straight drop back. Rolls to his left now, looking, going to air it up, trying to go over the top, and it's going to be incomplete. Looked like maybe Neandre Thomas got away with holding on to the jersey a little bit.
Yeah, but it was only fair because the Warren pass rusher got tackled on the way to the quarterback, so they just kind of let him play.
That'll stop the clock with 1:51 left to play here in the half. It'll still be 2nd down and 10. 2nd down, 10 for the Riceburgs. So they get to preserve that final timeout they have to try to set up a play here. As they'll send trip receivers wide to the right. One comes wide left. It looks like Terry's in the backfield. Price wanted to throw again. Throws over the middle. Ball's going to be tipped by Irvin Rivera, and it'll fall incomplete.
Yeah. We jumped up like we intercepted it, but it hit the ground.
Cam Burks tried to convince the official that he scooped it up.
But no.
So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 10 now for Stuttgart. Ball spotted at the Warren 29-yard line. Clock stops with 1:45 left to play here before half. So 4th down and a long 10. Empty backfield and 5 wide now for the Riceburgs. They'll send a man in motion, fake it to him. Straight drop, Price looking down the field, throws. It's going to be incomplete into double coverage. And Warren will take over 1st and 10 as they make them turn it over on downs with 1:40 to play. Warren up 28-7.
Warren got lucky after that fumble.
Yep. Warren has 3 timeouts to play with here if Coach Embry. You know, a lot of coaches with a 3-touchdown lead, 1:50, 1:40 left to play, just kind of run the clock out. But we know better than that.
We don't do that.
We've seen this too many times. Jackson Denton, the freshman quarterback. Riceburgs will rush 4. Denton, quick pass, quick hitch, going to be underthrown. Intended for Antonio Jordan, and if you could play it off the skip, we might could play it. But
yeah,
I think you can do that behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah.
Play it off the turf.
The old bounce pass, catch them thinking that it's
incomplete.
Yeah.
All right, 1:37 to play. That's only 3 seconds went off the clock. Price again, pressure coming this time. He's forced out of the pocket, rolling to his right. Throw this one away. He throws this one into the bench on the Warren sideline. Good decision by the freshman there just to get rid of it and throw it away. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 now for Warren. And Stuttgart was bringing some pressure that time.
They did. They have been. I'll admit, I've been disappointed in Warren's offensive line play.
Twin receivers to either side. Jackson throws again. This one's going to be underthrown, intended for Jordan. Or he's trying to target Jordan. So now Warren looking at 4th down and 10 with still a minute 27. They're going to have to punt it away. Back to Stuttgart, who has 1 timeout left. Antonio will go back in punting formation. Deontay Clark will go back to receive for the Riceburgs. He's respecting the leg of Antonio. The only one punt Antonio had tonight was 53 yards. He's all the way back at the Stuttgart 19-yard line.
Warren's going to call timeout.
Warren's going to talk about it. We'll take the break with them, and we'll be back with more Lumberjack football in just a moment.
Jeff Wardlaw has spent the last decade protecting our way of life, the right to bear arms, protecting the unborn, supporting our first responders, advocating economic development. Jeff Wardlaw, man of faith, family man, businessman. Re-elect Jeff Wardlaw, state representative. He knows and shares our values. Paid for by the Wardlaw campaign. Whether you're looking for short-term rehabilitation, long-term rehabilitation, or private rehab suite, Bellevue Estates Rehabilitation and Care Center can accommodate you or your loved one's needs. Our skilled healthcare professionals, combined with sophisticated therapies and treatments, deliver a best-in-class, patient-centered experience. We have a full-time APRN on staff. Come check us out at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello or call 367-0044 for more information.
As Warren comes back and punts it away, Antonio, not quite as good as punt. This one falls and goes dead at the 40-yard line of Stuttgart.
30-yard punt.
So Stuttgart will have it 60 yards away from pay dirt with 1:15 to play here before half. 1 timeout remaining. Warren leading 28-7. And, the first quarter, Warren dominated it completely. Stuttgart's got a little life here in the last 5 minutes of this half.
They've moved the football. They've just been unable to put many points up.
They go empty backfield and 5 wide. Kane Price, your quarterback, straight drop, rolling to his right. Buying time, looking now into the sideline, has a man complete across midfield. He'll get it into Lumberjack territory. They'll move the chains. That'll be a first down. Deontay Clark with the catch and the run. Moves the chains. And the Riceburgs in a hurry-up offense. Trying to preserve that final timeout. Price kicks the snap quickly. Looking screen over the middle. Is going to be caught, and then Warren's going to snuff it out. As that is Irvin Rivera coming up to make the stop. A short gain of 3 on the play. Down to 50 seconds. Clock continues to run. Stuttgart quickly back to the line. Price gets the snap, looking into the sideline, throws. This one is
should be incomplete.
Yep, they short hopped it, incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 36 seconds left. I think it should have been stopped a little quicker. As officials may, they're going to call an official timeout, and I think they're going to put some time back on the clock. We'll see. It'll be 3rd down and 7 when play resumes. And that was an official timeout. Coach Embry's not happy.
They're trying to readjust the clock.
There they go. They got 41 on the clock.
Yeah.
I thought it ran a little too long. So
yeah.
3rd down and 7. From the Warren 44-yard line. Kane Price again out of the shotgun. Warren rushes 4. Price with all day, sets up, throws it deep down the field, and overthrows everybody. His receiver, that was the only one closest to it, gave up on the route.
Yeah.
But Warren had 4 men down there to cover it as well. So now it's going to be 4th down for the Riceburgs. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go. And here we are.
Almost 9:30.
To play 24 minutes of football.
Yeah.
But that's because everybody's thrown the football so much.
Mercy, yeah. And not a lot of them have caught it.
4th down and 7. And Stuttgart is going to punt. They're going to line up to punt.
Well, you don't want to go for it there and not get it.
And now a delay of game going to be called against the Riceburg as the play clock had expired and they were having trouble getting enough personnel out onto the field. It looks like. Antonio Jordan's going to go back deep for Warren. The up back is Aaron Davis. They'll mark off the 5-yard penalty for delay of game. The punter has been punting away from Antonio. He's only had an opportunity to return 1, and he had to pick it up off the ground. There's a high, wobbly kick again. This one will bounce, goes away from Antonio, and took a bad bounce for him to play. It's going to roll inside the 15, all the way down to the 11-yard line, and they'll stop the clock with 19 seconds to go. And Warren will have it 1st and 10 at their own, we'll call it the 12-yard line, leading 28-7. Some scores I had to pass along to you earlier. Let's see. Wrong one. Redbugs, Fordyce was leading Monticello 21-6 at the half. And the last score I had, Bauxite was leading Star City 10-0. Some games going on in our area. Of course, don't forget the scoreboard show's coming up. It'll be late getting started. 1st and 10. Warren's going to run a little pitch. Flags are going to come in.
Back, so just run the clock out and don't worry about it.
Try to end around. The ball was carried out to about the 18, but the flag is back at the line of scrimmage, and more than likely it's going to be a holding call against Warren. There's your call. 12 seconds left to go here before half. And Warren leading 28-7. Warren jumped out to a 28-0 lead. Star City scored, and it looked like they had some momentum going. Recovered a fumble. We're on the drive down the field. Warren's defense stood up and stopped them on a 4th down and 9. Warren went 3 and out. This has all happened in the last 2 minutes of the first half.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Wanting to throw it. He airs it out down the field, looking for Antonio. It's underthrown and going to be incomplete. Antonio was trying to get a flag. Coach Embry was trying to get a flag thrown, but the official said no way. 2nd down and 15. Now for Warren with 3.5 seconds to go. Then hands it off, left end around. Cam Davis. Flag comes in again. Another flag. He gets it out close to the 15-yard line with no time left on the clock. If it's a defensive infraction, Warren will get one more opportunity.
But I don't think it's going to be.
If it's offensive, the half will end.
I think we're...
holding against Warren. So that's going to be halftime for you. 28-7. The Lumberjacks lead the Riceburgs here in the home opener. Next week we're on the road. We'll travel to Whitehall That'll be the last non-conference game of the season. We'll have it for you right here on K-Country, and that'll be next Friday night. Tonight, games going on in the area that we are covering on KGPQ 99.9. Bauxite was leading Star City 10-0. And on KHBM 93.7, the Redbugs of Fordyce were on top of Monticello 21-6 is the last scores we had here from around the area. It is 28-7. Warren leading Stuttgart. We're at halftime. We'll take a break. Be back with more in just a moment.
This spring, they competed and took home the 4A state championship for outdoor track and field. At this time, we would like to recognize them individually. Starting off with their head coach, Ms. Janice Reddick. Paige Bird, 4x200 meter relay. Azul Garcia, 4x800 meter relay, 1600 meter run, 800 meter run, and 4x400 meter relay. Aria Hunt, 4x200 meter relay, 400 meter dash, 100 meter dash, and 4x100 meter relay. Ember Johnson, 4x200 meter relay, 4x100 meter relay, and 4x400 meter relay. Brahia Jones, 4x200 meter relay. McKinley Meeks, 4x800 meter relay and 1600 meter run. Amari Russell, 100 meter hurdles. Zoe Tullis, discus. Aaliyah Walton, long jump, 4x200 meter relay, 4x100 meter relay, and 4x400 meter relay. Crystal Walton, 4x800 meter relay, 400 meter dash, and 4x400 meter relay. Talia Walton, 4x200 meter relay, 4x100 meter relay. Avery Wharton, 100 meter hurdles, 300 meter hurdles. And Maddie West, 4x800 meter relay and 800 meter run. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our 4A state championship track team. And don't forget to continue halftime entertainment, the Stuttgart Ricebirds Marching Band.
We used to joke around that we could because they never recognized what they're playing. Which is stupid. I know. We've got licenses. Yeah, right. That's the thing. That's what gets me.
Good evening, Warren, Arkansas. As part of your halftime entertainment, the Warren High School proudly presents the Lumberjack Marching Band. Directors are Chris Sanders and Juliana Griffin. The color guard instructor is Marlicia Pickett. The band is under the field direction of Drum Major Alexander Ayala. This year's halftime show is titled Blast from the Past and features music chosen by your very own Jackson Bratton. We hope you enjoy our first performance of the season as we play Smells Like Teen Spirit, featuring our drumline and color guard section. Following this, get on your feet and help cheer on the Jacks to a second half victory as the band plays the Warren High School fight song.
Nathan's playing, John are playing tennis, and they have Leviticus for him.
Oh, yeah.
And then Nathan's going to play soccer, and softball.
Okay.
They're both in all season workout.
Yeah. Soccer, Nathan was fun. I wish they would start playing them early. I mean, they don't have a junior high team.
No, they don't. We're doing a travel team with the Grand Prairie Soccer Association.
Oh,
And this year we got 16 boys signed up to play.
Wow.
That are from the high school. So,
Oh, that's fantastic.
yeah, so the high school we're introducing off-season soccer for that. We'll play about 8 games. And
Lori
practice
loved it,
once
that,
a week.
she tore her ACL and she was a senior and like on the track game. It was terrible.
Didn't get to play the rest of the season.
No. We had a dance as soon as we could. Dance was all that stuff. It was not happy time for her. She was really depressed. I mean, she finally got off of the crutch to walk to graduation. The time she had, because mom was in an uneven surface, so we had to do that. Not supposed to. Now, she told me she was going to call some volleyball games. No one really said that. I mean, that's not a big audience, you know. I said, I don't think you're supposed to. And she said, I'm not doing it, so I can work the dates when I'm in Arkansas. So it's hard to get people to call volleyball because nobody knows anything about it. She doesn't either, but what she did, she just met some players and she learned a lot from it from just watching it, you know, and the players. Of course, when she started doing it, she was still a student, so she knew some of the players. Kind of stuff. I know, after doing that, you got your cardio in today. Gatorade and water to you. And it's
Broadcast for you on KGPQ 99.9. And then Oh, I need to. Yeah, next Thursday I have to travel to Alva, Oklahoma.
Oh boy!
And that's Northwest Oklahoma State. That's where the Boll Weevils open up their season. That'll be Thursday night, and then I'll meet you in Whitehall.
In Whitehall, okay.
I'll meet you in Whitehall next Friday night. We're at halftime. It's 28-7. Lumberjacks lead it. We'll take another break and be back with more in a moment.
The weekend blowout sale goes through Sunday, and you'll save when you shop at Super Value Foods. This weekend, find covered wagon sliced bacon sold in a 10-pound box, just $1.88 a pound. Lipton tea bags, 24-count box, just $1.98. Essential everyday vegetable oil, a gallon jug, only $9.98. And Kool-Aid or Country Time 19-ounce canisters, 2 for $5. Prime sliced bacon, 12-ounce package, 2 for $5. It's the weekend blowout sale at Super Value Foods in Warren.
Let the Main Event Salon at 610 North Martin in Warren make you feel great about yourself and look good doing it. At Main Event, they do facials, manicures, pedicures, spa shampoo, massages, hair extensions, and the latest hair fashions. You'll find gifts by Merle Norman, Hobo, Myra, and beautiful jewelry. Call 226-6900 to make an appointment, and walk-ins are welcome. Feel great about yourself and look good doing it at Main Event.
When you're involved in a vehicle accident, take it to James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin Street in Warren. James Glass and Body Shop has been in the auto body repair business longer than anybody else in town and can make your vehicle look like new again. James Glass and Body Shop is the full-service glass shop in Warren. They can custom cut glass for home, business, and auto. For professional vehicle repair or custom cut glass, stop by James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin Street in Warren.
For a limited time only, Sonic's small hand-mixed classic shakes are just $1.99 all day. And with a deal that sweet, they don't need me to convince you to go get yourself a sweet and creamy little treat. So instead, I'll just take this time to list flavors in my sexy voice. Chocolate, strawberry, peanut butter. Yeah, you're welcome. $1.99 small classic shakes all day at Sonic. Tax not included, add-ins cost extra. Limited time only at participating Sonic drive-ins.
Again, we welcome you back at halftime. 28-7 our score. Neither team's made it out of the locker room yet. I'm sure they're trying to hydrate.
Yeah.
And maybe stay in the air conditioner a little bit. I guess maybe the locker rooms are air conditioned, you think?
I don't know. You think they are?
I know the coaches' offices are.
Well, yeah.
I don't know about the locker rooms, but
coaches' offices have been air conditioned since the end of time, but since the beginning of time.
Well, anyway, we're at halftime. Warren leads at 28-7. Again, Warren jumped out to a 28-0 lead. And with 4 minutes to go before halftime, Star City got on the scoreboard after putting together an 80-yard drive, an 11-play 80-yard drive to put them on the scoreboard 28-7. Warren took the kickoff, was driving down the field, coughed it up at the 16 of Stuttgart. And the Ricebergs stopped Warren only for the second time of the night at that point. Then Stuttgart ended up going down the field. Warren forced him to turn it over on down. And anyway, we ended up 28-7 after we had four possessions there in the final 2 minutes, and neither team was most of the time they went 3 and out.
Yes.
And couldn't muster up any offense. As now the teams are starting to make their way out of the dressing room. I'm not sure. They'll probably put some more time back up.
Oh, yeah, you know they will.
To give them time to get loose and get ready to go. But I tell you what, we'll take another commercial break, and we'll come back, hopefully with the start of the second half in just a moment.
It's Gary Hartness with Union Bank and Trust. Are you looking to get a loan for a car, truck, ATV, camper, tractor, or boat? If so, I can help you with fast closing times, competitive rates, and service after the loan that can't be beat. For over 135 years, Union Bank has helped people of Monticello and Southeast Arkansas with their lending and banking needs. So stop by my office or call me at 870-460-6400 and let me show you how easy the lending process can be. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC, financing with approved credit.
Hello, Carl Lucky, the Luckies of Monticello. Have you noticed our shopping habits have changed a lot over the last few years? Step 1, grab the smartphone and research the product. Step 2, hit the Order Now button. Well, guess what? At AutoBuyLucky.com, you may use the same process for your next ride. At AutoBuyLucky.com, new or used, see all the pictures and equipment. Oh, yeah, and the prices. Shopping made easy for you at AutoBuyLucky.com.
When it comes to healthcare, I want the best. We all want the best. The best doctors, the latest treatments. But what if you could have all that in a caring place close to home, where your support goes back into the community? Where can you find healthcare with that level of care? Bradley County Medical Center. Hometown people taking care of our hometown. Just like you.
Jeff Wardlaw has spent the last decade protecting our way of life, the right to bear arms, protecting the unborn, supporting our first responders, advocating economic development. Jeff Wardlaw, man of faith, family man, businessman. Re-elect Jeff Wardlaw, state representative. He knows and shares our values. Paid for by the Wardlaw campaign.
Back here at halftime, both teams out on the field getting warmed up. We got just a little bit of time. Update on some scores. Fordyce up on Monticello 28-6. That game's in the third quarter. Let's see, Star City trailing Bauxite now 17-14. So Star City trying to make a comeback there at home. And of course, we're at 28-7, still at halftime. But those two games are in the third quarter. If you want to listen to them, you can tune in to KGPQ 99.9 to listen to the Star City broadcast.
Who's doing Star City?
Mr. Jim Haley and Stuart Pearson and Taylor. They're doing the broadcast up there. Then you got,
once again,
Matt Birch, and he told me who was helping him this year. I'm not sure. Doing Monticello. And then we'll have Jerome Pace over at McGee and his son doing McGee football on KXSA 103.1. All right. I need to tell you that our friends at American Shifty Corporation, proud sponsors of Lumberjack football again this season, they've been with us for a long time, and they've been in business since 1971, and they've grown to be the largest transmission and rear end builder in the country for big truck transmissions, clutches, rear end, differentials, skidders, dozers, trucks, track hose, whatever. If you're in the heavy equipment, they can take care of you. Give them a call at 501-945-0878. I talked to Mr. Buddy up there, one of the owners, and he said they're all over the state. They don't mind going anywhere. They'll come to your shop. They'll come to the woods, pick up your parts, and carry them back up there and get you back on the road or in the woods quicker than anybody else. That's American Shifty Corporation. Number one Wash and Shine Detail Shop, 820-2171. Next time you want your car cleaned up, give them a call at 820-2171. Cars, trucks, doesn't matter. They can wash it all. Boats, side-by-sides, they can do it all. That's number one Wash and Shine. And Milton Insurance, our first down sponsor of the year. Every time there's a first down, we try to mention Milton Insurance for all your insurance needs. Home, auto, life, renters, and commercial. Call Patrick or Skip Milton at 352-2155. All right, David, we're set to start the second half. Warren going to get the football to start the second half.
And right now, Warren's had the football 8 times, scored 4 times.
They scored on 4 of the first 5 possessions.
Right.
So that means that Stuttgart stopped them the last 3 possessions.
Well, potato.
All right, Stuttgart gets set to kick it off. They're going to do a squib onside kick. It's going to be fielded at the 48. Warren's going to get great field position, almost up near midfield, as that is J.D. Tillman, I believe, falling on that one. That's who it was. J.D., one of the seniors on this squad.
Doing a great Is he a senior?
Yep. That's what my score sheet says. 32.
Yep.
Warren will have it 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line to start the third quarter with a 3-touchdown lead, 28-7. And that's a gamble on Stuttgart's part, I think.
Yes, I do too.
To give Warren the football, this short field to work with. Warren's going to go to a bunch set. We didn't see it any in the first half. End around. It's going to be a pitch back to Tremont Miller. Miller turns the corner across midfield to the 45. Going to get it down to the 43-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 9 on the play.
Nicely ran.
But Warren, we didn't see that formation. They had all the wide receivers in tight, like tight ends, and then you spread it out and run it all around the end. Now they go back to the spread. Triple receivers wide left. Denton going to hand it off. Trey Jackson. Jackson, big hole. Across the 40, a first down. That's a Milton Insurance first down as he carries it down close to the 34-yard line. And Trey Jackson with the first down carry. We got an injured Stuttgart player. So the coaches are going to come out. He's going to get up and hobble off the field. Looks like it's Demary McKinney. Fordyce just scored again, David. They're up on Monticello, 35-6. Bauxite and Star City, 17-14. Bauxite still with a 3-point lead there. 28-7, then we go back to action. Warren on top. 1st and 10 from the Riceburg, 34. Denton rolling to his right under pressure. Avoids it, now throws and it's going to be underthrown. That's Neandre Thomas, the intended receiver. But still, I've been impressed with the freshman quarterback so far tonight. Jackson Denton, he's avoided the pressure, hadn't had a sack yet. Been able to get out of trouble, hasn't he?
Yes, he's done an excellent job and doesn't look like he's been rattled. A little nervous, probably, a few butterflies, but the defense has not rattled him.
2nd down and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Ball just in the middle of the field at the 34-yard line. Trey Jackson stays in at the running back. He's in the pistol formation behind Denton. Going to hand it to Jackson. Big hole right side across the 30. Carries it to the 25 all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 10. Another Milton Insurance first down. For all your insurance needs, give them a call. 352-2155. And David, you'd almost think if Warren could punch one in here, it would take a lot of the wind out of the Riceburg.
I think it would. Because once again, you're playing for the ball game.
1st and 10 Lumberjacks from the 24. Denton wanting to throw, looking, waiting, fires, and again underthrows another wide open receiver. He's going to have to learn how to put some touch on the ball, huh?
Yeah.
But
both he and Price have shown a lot of potential tonight.
Yeah, both of them freshmen.
They're going to learn from this experience.
2nd down and 10 now for Warren from the Riceburg 24-yard line. Pressure coming. They unloads it down the field. Goes right through the hands of Antonio Jordan. And Antonio says, my fault. He's holding up his hand, pointing to his quarterback.
Yeah.
So they go 3rd down and 10 now for Warren. 3rd and long. Twin receivers go wide left. That's going to be Tremont Miller and Neandre Thomas. Coming wide to the right is Cam Davis, Antonio Jordan.
You run Jackson, catch him surprise? Nope.
Wanted to throw it over the middle of the field. It's going to be behind it. That time Jackson had pressure. Jackson Denton under pressure, coming through and making him throw it really before he wanted to. Big number 62. That's Nikhil Bradley. 8'12", senior, 5'7", 210. Warren's in 4-down territory, you have to think, though. Here we are at the 24-yard line with a 3-touchdown lead. And they're going to go for it on 4th and 10.
I know it would be a gamble, but I'd love to see the kid with the big leg try one from here. I know it'd be a 44-yard field goal, but
we're going to go. For a first down. Here it goes. Denton, straight drop, pressure coming up the middle. He unloads it deep down the field. Antonio makes the catch in the end zone, touchdown. Oh, wow.
Can I say there's a reason I'm not a coach?
Yeah. And there was a lot of contact there. Antonio almost fell down because he got tripped up by the defender. Regained his composure and was able to pull it in.
But, yep, there's a reason I'm not a football coach.
So Warren goes up 34-7 with 10:18 to play. Now Juarez will come on. He's 3 out of 4. Kicking field extra points tonight, but the one that he missed,
he's 3 of 3 kicking.
The snap was bad or mishandled. Cornish, low snap, bad snap. Cornish picks it up. He's going to be sacked. Ooh, that had nowhere to go. So Warren leads at 34-7. They score on their opening drive of the third quarter. 10:18 to play here in the third. We're back in just a moment.
Elders stay at Bellevue Estates Healthcare Rehabilitation Center in Monticello. Our team will provide personal health care to each individual that focuses on the unique needs and circumstances of each elder. We take into consideration the physical, social, and spiritual well-being of each individual. Come by Bellevue Estates at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello and see for yourself. Or call 367-0044 for more information.
No matter the reason, you know you can score big savings at Ryburn Motor Company in Monticello. Ryburn has been serving their customers all over the ArkLaMiss without any penalties for tackling salespeople. Ryburn believes that it's the team that makes the difference, and we want you to experience the best today. Ryburn Motor Company, Highway 425 South in Monticello. Ryburn Motor Company, proud supporter of Warren Lumberjack football.
34-7, Lumberjacks starts the third quarter with a 52-yard scoring drive. I'll let David give you the details in a moment. To kick off once again by Juarez into the end zone. No opportunity for a run back. And again, David, I'm impressed with him. We've talked about him in the first half. They're kicking it into the end zone. Warren scoring drive.
7 plays, 52 yards, 1 minute and 42 seconds.
And the Lumberjacks go up 34-7. So the Riceburgs will get it once again at their own 25-yard line following the touchback. The freshman quarterback, Kane Price, he'll still be in the ball game for the Riceburgs. Twin receivers come wide left. They go with a tight end to the short side of the field as well, to the left. Price on first down, going to hand it off, and Warren's going to snuff it out and stop it for about a yard gain, and that's all. I believe it was number 11. I believe Dwayne Terry was the ball carrier, but he had nowhere to go.
No. Warren closed it down quickly.
Yeah, you had Bryson Harris make it on the inside. He kind of led the way in there with Tristan Green. On 2nd and 9, Price throws a comeback route. It's complete at the 26. They'll break a tackle, get to the 30. Going to be well short of the first down out at the 31-yard line. Going to be 3rd down and 4 now for Stuttgart here on their first possession of the second half. With 9:28 to play in the third, Warren leading 34-7. 3rd down and 4. First possession of the second half for the Birds. They'll change the play at the line of scrimmage as Price calls the audible. Moves his H-back up over to the right side. Now splits him out. Hand it off right side. Going to be hit. Second effort's going to get the first down.
He's got it.
Yeah. That's number 11 again. That's going to be Dwan Terry on the second effort. Gets the first down. Got to move the chains. as the Lumberjacks line up defensively. They stay in a 4-man front. 1st and 10, Riceburgs from their own 35-yard line. Warren, they hand it off again. Terry being chased from behind, and boy, that's good hustle. Coming down the line by the Lumberjacks, that's Bryson Harris, David.
He chased him all the way down the defensive line, didn't he?
From the hash mark almost to the sideline. Yeah, it made the tackle, but a gain of 5 on the play, but still, great hustle by Bryson Harris.
Bryson Harris, you ought to see him play baseball. Man, he could hit a baseball. Yeah.
A gain of 4 on that, so it'll be 2nd down and 6. Ball spotted at the Riceburg 39-yard line. Trip receivers wide left, quick pitch, flags come in, and a motion against the Riceburgs. So they'll mark them back 5. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Now for Stuttgart. Don't forget, we'll have the scoreboard show. It starts tonight. We'll do it every Friday night throughout the football season. We'll join them in progress as soon as our ball game is over. With all the 7:30 and 8 o'clock starts across the state, they decided to go ahead and start the scoreboard shows at 10 anyway. Just those of us that had an 8 o'clock game knew we'd be late. Price rolling to his left, looking. Kane under pressure. Now throws it up and going to throw it over into the Warren sideline all the way up to the fence here at the bleachers. But Warren had some pressure on him. And
wasn't that Note?
And Jordan Ingram.
Oh, Jordan Ingram?
Yeah. So 3rd down and 11 here for the Riceburgs with 8:03 to play in the 3rd quarter. Warren on top 34-7. Warren scored on their first drive of the 3rd quarter, went 52 yards. Riceburgs now looking at 3rd and long on their first possession here. They picked up 1 first down on this possession. Here comes the snap. Price straight drop. Has time. Looking. Going deep down the field. Overthrows everybody. That ball goes 47 yards in the air and overthrew the one intended receiver he had down there. So the Riceburgs are going to have to punt it away. And Warren will get it back and should get pretty good field position. Going back and looking at the punter, what he's done on the night in, Gaither averaging about 27 yards a punt. So Warren's hoping to get the football back on the plus side of the 40. Everybody gets lined up. Play clock's down to 4. They're going to have to hurry up.
They're not going to get it off.
Play clock has expired. Officials hadn't blown a whistle yet, though. Finally we do. Delay of game called against the Riceburgs. The ball is at the 34, so that's going to put it back to the 29. Now Warren's hoping to get it up near midfield.
Yeah.
And I believe Stuttgart, the reason they got to delay a game was they didn't have the right personnel out on the punting team. All right, Gaither back to punt. Antonio Jordan back to receive. High, wobbly kick. Antonio lets it bounce again. Finally picks it up at the 40. Backpedaling to the 35. All the way back to the 34. Turns it up to the 40. Reverses his field. Now goes straight up. He's at the 45. Wow. He caught it at the 37. Went back to the 33. Gets it back out to the 43. But he ran probably 60 yards.
But the best play I saw was the one that Cody Witherspoon did not make.
He did not block in the back.
Yes, he ran by him.
He did. You're right. 1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks out at the 46-yard line. Their own 46. But we did get it back near midfield.
Yep.
All right. 1st and 10 Lumberjacks. Jackson Denton, your freshman quarterback, throws this one. Going to be incomplete off the fingertips of Tremont Miller. Pretty hard route. Is a hard comeback on a curl.
Yeah.
And the ball was just a little outside. Although Miller got a hand on her, got two hands on it, just couldn't hold on. So it'll bring up second down and 10 now for Warren. Traylon Jackson, the lone setback. Triple receivers go wide left. Ball's on the right hash mark. Again, Antonio Jordan's over here in man-to-man coverage. He'll get a little help over the top with the safety. The handoff goes to Jackson. Traylon, he's out over the 45, and he'll get about a yard out to the 47-yard line. And that's all before he's finally brought down there. Making the stop on him is going to be Dylan Cottrell. Cottrell, a sophomore for the Riceburgs.
We got an official time. Okay, we got a
player going to limp off. For Stuttgart, that's number 62. That is Nikhil Bradley.
I'm not sure that's not a cramp.
Yeah. Third down and 9 for the Lumberjacks. Second possession here in the third quarter. Warren leading 34-7. Throwing complete to Antonio. Antonio catches it at midfield. He's hit immediately. He'll fall across midfield to the 49. And Warren's going to be looking at fourth down and 5. They get fourth and 4 as they'll mark his forward progress to the 48-yard line of Stuttgart. Yeah. 35-12, Riceburgs up on, the Redbugs up on the Billies. And here we go on fourth and 5, and Jackson that time, his first sack of the year. Goes down back at the 45-yard line. So a loss of 7 on the play, and make it 8 on the play. And Stuttgart's going to get the football now at the Lumberjack 45-yard line with 6:33 left to go. You know, David, Warren does have a 34-7 lead, but Stuttgart got some momentum there to end the first half.
Yeah.
We give them a short field, they score quickly here, and they might get new life.
You're back in the ball game again.
On first and 10 for the Riceburgs from the Lumberjack 45-yard line. Kane Price, your freshman quarterback for the Riceburgs, calling signals. Straight drop for him. Throws it, wants to go deep down the right sideline, and there's a big push-off. They're not going to throw a flag, I guess because it was an uncatchable ball.
Yeah.
But it was an offensive push-off. Warren crowd wanted the penalty. And it's pretty obvious it was a push-off.
Yeah.
But no flags thrown. And defending on the play over there, that's number 84, David. I don't have him on my roster for Warren. Second down and 10. Little flare pass, out complete. It's Conway across the 45 down to the 40. He's going to pick up 5 and then swarm there. A gain of 5, making that Jawan Terry, number 11, on the carry, catch and run for the Riceburgs. Got to bring up third down and 5 from the Lumberjack 40-yard line. And you have to think Fordyce is in 4-down territory even here. Stuttgart. I've called them everybody but the right one.
Right one so far.
All right, third down and 5. Terry stays in as a lone setback. Price. Warren will rush 4, straight drop, looking, has time, now forced out of the pocket, running to his left. He's going to keep it himself. Diving for the sideline and for the first down marker. He's going to be about a yard shy, I believe.
Yeah.
They're going to mark him at the 36-yard line. Needed to get to the 35. It looked like Lewis Woods was coming pretty hard. It will be 4th and 1. Stuttgart's going to go for it with 5:35 left to play here in the third quarter. Warren leading 34-7. So 4th and 1 from the Lumberjack 36-yard line. Hands it off to Terry. Terry hit behind the line. Second effort's going to get him for the first down. Wow.
I'm not sure that's a good spot because that looked like a bouncing spot, didn't it?
Yeah. Urban Rivera was shooting the gap. He's the middle linebacker, the Mike linebacker. He got a hand on him in the backfield but couldn't hold on. But they'll move the chains. It'll be another first down for the Riceburgs at Warren's 35-yard line. Bunt set to the right with one wide out. So 4 loaded up on that side. Price rolling to his right, looking short, now going to tuck it and going to run it himself. Good coverage down the field that time by the secondary, and Price decides to tuck it and run. He'll pick up close to 4 on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 6. The clock will stop. 5:20 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Warren on top, 34-7. 2nd down and 6 now. Ball on the right hash mark. Terry stays in at the running back. They're going to hand it off to Terry. Terry straight up the gut, and he goes across the 30, down close to the 28-yard line. Make it the 27-yard line.
About 4.
It's going to be a couple of yards.
Well,
make it 3 yards.
3.
Yeah. It'll be 3rd and 3. They mark it at the 28. So 3rd down and 3 at the Lumberjack 28-yard line. The Stuttgart's not in any rush.
No.
Even though they're down 34-7. Price will look into the sideline, change the play at the line of scrimmage as he calls the play. Hand off to Terry again. Terry's going to carry it right up the line. Not going to get the 1st down. Going to be stopped a half a yard shy.
That on the far sidelines marking, he just moved the chains.
Wow. So the side judge over there came up on the outside of the 25-yard line, and that's where they thought they were going to mark it. But they mark it down at the 25, so move the chains again. They keep the drive alive. All right, trip receivers come wide left. Stuttgart knocking on the door here at the 25-yard line here in the 3rd quarter. Handed off to Terry again. Terry this time hitting the backfield, breaks the tackle. He's in the 20. A flag comes in. He's at the 15, the 10, all the way down to the 5, but there is a flag.
Holding.
Back upfield. And that was Jawan Terry. He broke 3 tackles, though, to make that run.
Yeah. There it is.
But there's the holding call. It'll be a spot foul from the 21-yard line where the flag went down. It'll remain 1st down, and it's going to be about 1st and 16 once they mark the penalty off. Yeah, from the 21.
Yep.
And mark it off 10 yards. Back to the 31. Well,
nope.
That is. All the way back to the 35. So they went to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I'll take it. So it's 1st and 20. And now the Riceburgs go empty backfield with 5 wide. Put a man in motion to the short side of the field. Pitch to him. That's Terry. Terry snuffed up, and he's going to go nowhere and actually going to lose a yard back to the 36-yard line. Great defense by the Lumberjacks. You had Irvin Rivera coming through. Let's see, who else we had in there? Number 58, that is Bryson Harris. A couple of more. You had J.D. Tillman.
You had a lot of folks in there.
A lot of black and orange jerseys around the football. Loss of 1.
Yeah, that play fool, no one.
So 3:37 to play in the 3rd. 34-7 our score. Here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and a while. 2nd and 21. Price straight drop. Pumps. Wanting to go deep down the right sideline on a hitch and run, and that's not going to be there. Warren had double coverage over there as well. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 21 now for the Riceburgs. But the main thing is the clock keeps stopping every time we throw an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 21. We might as well camp out here and get ready for next. We're on the road.
Yeah, on the roads.
All right. Screen pass over the middle, complete to Terry. Been their most successful play almost. He gets it to the 30, pushes the pile forward, down close to the 26. And, you know, you got to get a big chunk of that change back. He'll pick up 10. But well short of the 1st down, but makes it a 4th down and somewhat manageable 11 yards for the Riceburg. So 4th and 11. They need to get down to the 15 for the 1st down. But they're down by 3 scores, 34-21. And they got to go for it. So on 4th and 11, they go with a tight bunch set to the right. Price rolling to his right. Pressure coming. Price steps up, throws down the field. It's underthrown, and it's going to be incomplete. So Warren will take it over on downs. That's the second time tonight they forced a turnover on downs somewhere inside the 30-yard line. Did it there late in the first half.
Yes.
And now they've done it here in the third quarter. With 2:25 to play in the third period, it's 34-7. Warren is 8 points away from invoking the sportsmanship rule. You know, I guess I'm wishful thinking, huh?
I wouldn't get too carried away with that one yet.
It'll be 1st and 10 Lumberjacks from their own 26-yard line. Your freshman quarterback, he's done a superb job all night, Jackson Denton. Trey Jackson, the senior at running back, lines up in the pistol. Trip receivers go wide left. Handoff, Trey Jackson. Jackson sidesteps one. He gets out to the 30, breaks a tackle to the 35, and going to be upended there. Coming up to make the stop for the Riceburgs is Tank Hood. How would you like to have a name like Tank?
That's a lot to live up to.
Tank Hood, 5'11", 225 pounds. A gain of 9 on the play by Traylon. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 1.
Coach Embry in no hurry either.
We're down to 1:55. Let the clock run. Denton, one to throw. Has time, steps up, fires it wide open down the field, complete. That's Cam Davis.
Bye-bye.
And he is going to score. Same play he scored on earlier. He was just as wide open. Another breakdown in the secondary by the Riceburgs. And Cam, there was no one within 15 yards of him. And that's Cam's 2nd touchdown of the night. Is that right? Third. Yes, 3rd.
And let's see.
And Warren, 40-7. And they're going to leave the offense out there. They're going to try to invoke the sportsmanship rule right here. With a 2-point conversion, that would make the clock run.
Davis, 4 catches, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns.
100, how many yards?
82.
Wow. All right. They're going to leave the offense out there. This time, though, they put Antonio Jordan in the wild lumberjack. Rivera's in at the H-back. Going to hand it off to Ingram. Ingram right side. He spins. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and the sportsmanship rule will go into effect. With 1:37 to play in the third, Warren goes up 42-7. We'll be back in just a moment.
No matter the reason, you know you can score big savings at Ryburn Motor Company in Monticello. Ryburn has been serving their customers all over the ArcLaMiss without any penalties or tackling salespeople. Ryburn believes that it's the team that makes the difference, and we want you to experience the best today. Ryburn Motor Company, Highway 425 South in Monticello. Ryburn Motor Company, proud supporter of Warren Lumberjacks football.
Show your school spirit with a First State Bank Spirit Card. First State Bank offers instant issue Spirit debit cards for Warren, Hampton, and Hermitage School. No wait, no delay. 24/7 access to your funds. Show your school spirit with a First State Bank Spirit debit card from First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Call 226-2601 for more information.
1:37 to play in the third. Warren just went up by 35 points. So the sportsmanship rules are going to go into effect. David, Warren didn't take much time to score.
48 seconds on 2 plays to go 74 yards after the big defensive stop.
There you go. Juarez kicks this one again, and it hits at the 1, going to go into the end zone for the automatic touchback. At any time in high school, I need to explain that, I guess. If it crosses the goal line in high school.
When it crosses the plane, it's over.
And that doesn't matter if you touch it outside the plane either. If it goes across the goal line, it's an automatic touchback. But he's going to be an effective weapon all season long.
Isn't he a weapon?
And he's a senior. But his first year to play football. 1st and 10 for the Riceburgs from their own 25-yard line. So we'll see the clock start to run when they snap the football. And then It won't stop very many times for the remainder of the ball game, even if Stuttgart were to score.
Right.
And close that 35-point gap. Warren's going to have to
call
burn
a timeout.
They didn't have the right personnel out on the field. American Shifting Corporation, they've been in business since 1971, fixing big truck transmissions, rear ends, clutches on heavy-duty equipment, skidders and bulldozers. They can do it all. And again, they've become the best transmission and rear end builder in this country on big trucks. So if you have trucking problems, give them a call at 501-945-0878. Talk to them, and they can tell you what they can do for you and get you back on the road or back in the woods quicker than anybody else. Number one, wash and shine, 870-820-2171. That's Thomas Miller and his crew. They'll wash anything. I bet they'd even wash your dog. Think so? Give your dog a bath?
No.
I don't know. Thomas may kill me for that.
Yeah.
But they will wash.
Well, I bet he can't get a wax, but you might could get a wash.
Give him a call. Stuttgart will snap it on first down. It's a low snap. Going to get away, and they're going to fall on it back inside the 20, back at the 18-yard line. And I believe we got a new quarterback.
I think you're right.
But he's going to go out. Number 16. Nope, he's going to stay in the game. Number 16, let's see who that is. That's Hayden Prime. He is a sophomore. He's a little gimp-legged after fumbling that football. A loss of 5 on the play, so second down and 15. Takes the snap, hands it off, right side, big hole out over the 30, out over the 35, and finally brought down. That's some fresh legs for you there. That's Jeremiah Thomas, another sophomore for the Ricebergs. And David, a big gain, 14 yards.
Yep.
Going to be a yard shy of the first down, but Stuttgart starting to play some substitutes. Warren doing the same. And you could tell he had some fresh legs.
Yeah, you could.
All right, third down and 1 now for Stuttgart. We're under 25 seconds to go here in the quarter. They will have to run one more play before the quarter ends. Play clock down to 7. Again, the quarterback is Prine. Hayden Prine. Bobbles the snap. Now they pick it up in the backfield again and going to get the first down as they come across the 35. That's going to be the ball carrier. Who was that? Number 7. Quatron Johnson. Nope, that's who made the tackle.
Yeah.
It was 3. It was Kane Price, the ball carrier. He's back in at quarterback. They moved the chains. It'll be another first down. That's the end of the third quarter. We've got 12 more minutes of football with the clock running in the sportsmanship rule. Lumberjacks leading 42-7. We'll be back in just a moment.
Shop the Super Value Weekend Blowout Sale through Sunday and save on your grocery bills. Oscar Mayer Lunchables, 6 10-ounce box, 2 for $5. Kraft Mayo, 30-ounce jar, 2 for $5. Fresh green cabbage is just 48 cents a pound. Tyson breaded chicken, 24 to 38-ounce package, just $4.98. All Pepsi products have 24-pack cans, just $9.98. It's all at Super Value Foods during the Super Value Weekend Blowout Sale through Sunday. Are you needing some new furniture? Main Event Furniture in Warren at 610 North Martin Street in Warren has just received lots of new items and furniture accent pieces from market. You'll find name brands like Mayo and Best made right here in the USA. Ashley, Serenity Sleep Mattresses, Avenue Home and 49 West. They're open Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 12. Or by appointment only after hours and deliveries available. Just go by Main Event Furniture, 610 North Martin, or call 226-6511.
As we start the fourth quarter, Warren leading 42-7. Stuttgart hands it off up the middle. Number 30 again, them to carry. That's Jeremiah Thomas. He'll gain 6 on the play. It'll be second down and 4. We got another quarterback now for the Ricebergs. I'll try to catch his number, tell you who he is. Handoff again, going to go to Thomas. This time he's hitting the backfield, going to be dropped for a loss. And coming across to make the initial hit there is going to be Cody Weatherspoon. The new quarterback now is Hayden Saffel. He's a senior, 6'1", 150 pounds. That was a loss of what, 3 on the play?
Yes.
Third down and 7. We go under 11 minutes. Clock continues to run. Warren leading 42-7. Riceburgs. Hard snap count. Warren jumps offside, so we'll give them back 5 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and 2 after this play. After they mark off the penalty against Warren. But, David, for the first ball game, though, Warren really hadn't had that many penalties on the night.
6 penalties for 40 yards.
It's been a pretty clean ball game.
Yeah, it has.
3rd down, we'll call it 3rd and a long 1. Handoff again, goes left side. Thomas, he's hit, not going to get the first down. He's going to lose a yard. As, coming up hard for the Lumberjacks. And
I don't know, but my grandson.
It'll be 4th down and 2.
Yeah, and every time they call somebody else's name. Excuse me.
4th down and 2.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Okay.
Want to go with wide out on either side. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. Second effort's going to
get him the first down.
Yeah. Warren had him stopped, but second effort by the quarterback there, Hayden Saffel. Knew the chains with another first down for the Riceburgs. And that'll keep the ball in their hands with 9:07 left to go. The clock continuing to run here in this 4th quarter. Warren finally put the sportsmanship rule into effect. Handoff. Thomas has it. Breaks a tackle across midfield down to the 45, pushing the pile forward. Warren will finally bring him down at the 45-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 5. Helmet of the running back came off. Thomas lost his helmet. He's got to go out.
Got to go out for a play.
We'll see a new running back in for him.
Who's checking in for the Lumberjacks? Number 77, Jordan Wheeler.
On 2nd and 5. Here comes the snap. Handoff up the middle. Breaks across the 40. A little room. Going to get it down. A first down and down to the 36-yard line. I just got the update on Monticello. Fordyce defeated Monticello. Final score 35-12 was the final score. 7:53 to go. Clock continues to run. 1st and 10, Riceburgs. A little busted play. They fake it, and the quarterback keeps it, and he's not going to go anywhere. He's going to lose a yard. As coming up to make the stop for the Lumberjacks, that's going to be Deshaun Harding. Second down and 11 after a pickup of a loss of 1 on the play. And here it is. What time is it, David? 10:30?
10:30.
All right.
It's actually going to end earlier than I thought it was.
Well, because of the sportsmanship rule.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Warren's going to come out of here with a pretty impressive win. I think Stuttgart was picked 2nd in their conference.
Yes.
And they're in their 4A, is that right?
Right.
I think Hooten's had them ranked 16th in the state in 4A. Of course, Warren comes in the preseason ranked number 2 behind Malvern. But this team, they'll make a run into playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Stuttgart will.
They hadn't got any great worries.
On 3rd down and 10. Stuttgart snaps the football. They hand it off. Thomas, he goes across the line of scrimmage, gets hit really hard. He'll get it a gain of 4 on the play and get it down to the 31-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th down and 6 now for Stuttgart. Getting up off the bottom of the pile is going to be Reese Cornish. So Reese Cornish in on the stop. Got a lot of young players out there, don't we?
Yes.
Warren. Jude Cathy's out there at linebacker. Number 82, Braden Smith over here at outside linebacker, cornerback. On fourth down, handoff to Thomas, left side, lowers his shoulder. He's got the first down as he carries it inside the 25 down to the 24. It'll move the chains, and Stuttgart, and there's late flags coming in after the play's been blown dead. One penalty against Warren, unsportsmanlike conduct in the first half. The officials are talking down there. We'll join the scoreboard show, Randy Rainwater and Barry Grooms, in progress when our ball game, when we wrap it up here from Lumberjack Stadium tonight. Get the final hour of the scoreboard show. Personal foul, face mask against the Lumberjacks. So they'll move the chains and move it on down inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Riceburgs. Warren leading 42-7. Sportsmanship rule has been in effect here in the fourth quarter. The quarterback bobbled the snap, gets it back, and he's going to lose 5 yards or 4 yards back to the 20-yard line. Did a good job just to hold on to it, though, Hayden Seifel. They bring up 2nd and 14. And next week we travel on the road and take on the Bulldogs of Whitehall. They got a new head coach up there.
Be their first home game since that tragedy during the summer.
There's a bobbled snap again. Stuttgart's going to fall on it, though, and they'll maintain possession with a loss of 3 on the play, I believe. Let's see. No, it's Warren's football. How about that? Warren comes up with it. Number 22, it is Deshaun Hardy coming up. Bauxite defeated Star City 17-14. And let's see, the final score on the Monticello game was 35-12. Right now, Warren leading 42-7. That's the first turnover against the Riceburgs.
Yes, it is.
Warren had 1 turnover in the first half. Stuttgart returns the favor. And Warren, let's see who the quarterback is. Going to hand it off to who the running back is. Looks like the quarterback is Cam Burks. And he handed it off to number 28, who is Cody Weatherspoon. He gained a couple on the play. 2nd down and 8. Crowd starting to file out. Warren leading 42-7. They invoked the sportsmanship rule there at the end of the 3rd quarter. Been kind of a quick 4th quarter. We're glad to see it. Hadn't cooled off a lot tonight, has
No, it hadn't.
All right, Burks out of the shotgun. Burks bobbles a handoff, and Stuttgart has recovered. Stuttgart recovered at the 19-yard line of Warren with 2:11 left to play. And we've got under 2 minutes left to play. As Stuttgart comes to the line of scrimmage, they're going to have time to run 2 or 3 plays here. But for all practical purposes, this one is over with. Lumberjacks are going to go to 1-0 to start the season as they'll hand it off. And there's a Lumberjack with a tackle in the backfield. That is Braden Smith coming up to make the stop. Loss of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 14 now for the Riceburgs, down to 1:19. Well, the crowd that came tonight, David, and weathered the heat, they got to see what the Lumberjacks are going to look like.
They got to see some firepower tonight.
Under a minute left to go. Stuttgart. Their quarterback now is Hayden Saffel. Saffel takes the snap, hands it off, left side, inside the 20, down to about the 19-yard line. The ball carrier that time, Tristan Robinson. And the clock continues to run under 35 seconds. It was 28-7 at halftime. Warren started the ball game by scoring 28 unanswered. Stuttgart scored there late in the first half, and then Warren comes out and scores 14 unanswered here in the second half to invoke the sportsmanship rule. Run this one out. This may be the final play of the ball game as the quarterback for Stuttgart takes the snap, hands it off, keeps it himself, make it. He'll carry over the left side, gains a yard, and he's gang tackled there. That's going to be the end of the ball game. Kylan Cross in on the stop. A couple other Lumberjacks as well. 42-7 our final score. We'll take a break, come back and wrap this one up for you in just a